Ouch. Do I need to turn you that? No, that way? Why do I need to go that way? That's whatever. Anyway, down a little bit. I don't know. So anyway, it's weird. I always have like somebody on my YouTube, like, anyway, get some stock, because that's what I'm gonna doodle on is my cards, as opposed to canvases or anything. I got my one painting from the other day still back there, but I'm not using it. I'm just actually, you know what? Oh, hey, what's up, bro? And yeah, but it's like, are you always the one that jumps on first thing and then just sits there and hangs out and never says anything? Yeah, something like that. So here's the thing. Recently, oh, it's over there. Most of the time. Oh, okay, I can deal with that then. I'm just always curious because there's always somebody that jumps on over there and then just hangs out and never talks, and I'm like, well, who the hell just shows up and hangs out? And is all super quiet and in the corner of the room there, you know? Because Richard there, he always says something. Obviously, Narfel the Garfunk, whatever the fuck that means, but he always says something. So, some time back, okay, and I should have prepared for this because a while back I made my own action figure. It's been a couple of years, and so I designed me as an action figure about 2 inches high or so. And I was going to create my whole band as action figures. All, about the size of muscle men. These guys. If you remember them from your childhood in the 80s, 90s, muscle men. Anyway, so I was like, I made a little action figure of me, and it had pivoting arms and a pivoting head and a pivoting waist, right? Just like the real me. But I am lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm everywhere, man. I'm always all over the place. I paint and I do this and I do that. But building these little figures has always been something I want to do. So fuck it, I'm going to just do it. But I had an idea at the time. And originally my first idea was, is it in this one? Yeah. My first idea was like the heroes of history. And I called it Twistery. I was just playing with name ideas because I was going to create good guys and bad guys of history, right? And make them all crazy. So I was running through like the heroes of history, like Albert Einstein's on there, and Stephen Hawking's on there, and Mark Twain's on there, and the Wright Brothers, and I have Space Lincoln because I'm gonna make Abraham Lincoln from space. I don't know why. Seemed like a good idea, but I was gonna make them all fucked up and like monsters, And I keep looking over here to see my one. Again, 2 monitors, so I'm actually looking at the people over here on YouTube, Facebook. But I was going to make the histories thereof kind of reflect that. And my idea for like the Wright Brothers was going to be like this, right? So they were going to be like oops, there we go, like two of them merged together, and like their arms are going to be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, oh, it was a Coneheads reference. Okay. So in that, I did actually start the Wright Brothers, and this is my cast of them. So I actually got through the process of molding them together, and they had a place for the arms, and everything like that. I don't know if you can, but they came out pretty good. They were all like messed up mutants, and now granted, that's like the plain white version. You can't see a lot of the detail in there, but again, never really finished it. Thought, eh, just I don't know. I couldn't really come up with a lot for the history thing. The Me action figure actually turned out looking exactly like this. And I didn't have a copy of it, but that was the Me action figure from my band. One version of it. I also have the version of it with me having the big creepy arm. Oh wait, no, I have the arm on there, and then the skirt. My skirt. Oh, God damn, it's so hard to do it backwards. But now I've been really thinking about this for a long time. It just plagued me. And now I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back to like the Muscle Men era, so about 2 inches tall, which is, the me figure was probably about 2.5 maybe inches tall or so, a little bit bigger. But I'm gonna go back to this era of craziness, the greatness, because I collect. I don't really collect them. I've still got my Battle Beasts. I've still got my Muscle Men. I got a big old tub of those. I still got, monsters in my pocket. I used to have the whole collection of those. I've got just tons of crap, and I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just create just jacked up demonic little monster toys, and I want to make them the Kishi or Keshi, depending on how you say them, which is the rubberized, flesh toned, and I know muscles came in different things besides flesh toned, but I want to make them just like these in the end. My first run will probably be a hard cast resin. I'm contemplating giving them movable arms and stuff. I'm really thinking I'm going to make movable arms be one of the things. But recently, what re-sparked this was I found these the game oh, for fuck's sakes, what is it? Oh my God, the Cyberpunk 2077, and they had these little figures. Oh, there we go. And they had like a bunch of these little figures, but they're not squishy, they're not rubbery, they're really hard, like really hard. And I did a review on them. They're about the same size, a little bit rougher, a little bit bigger. So I was like, man, and I know a bunch of toy makers, a bunch of creators that have done their own little Muscleman type figures. So I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna make my own. So here's my idea. I want it to be something catchy. I want it to be something interesting. I've already started on the first prototype of one of them, which is this little guy. Oh. Now this is using one of my skulls from previous that I used, but he's going to be a big spider one. He's going to be a bigger one. But I'm going to cut his legs all off. I haven't done any detail work other than the spine I'm working on. But he's basically just going to be a little spider demon. Classic design. Seen him in all kinds of movies. Something similar to that. Just weird head with spider legs. Love that idea. But I was like, man, I got to do like a bunch of crazy shit. I also had a clay sculpt. I don't know if he's over there or not. Hang on. Mr. Maggot, which is something I was doing at one point. Yeah, there he is. And I'm going to rebuild him to be smaller. And it's something, it was just a clay design I was working on at one point to be this weird, wormy, maggoty thing that was going to be, he's going to have like a top hat and be fucking weird. But he was going to have like a half human kind of face with like teeth, and he's just going to be like, But he was called Mr. Maggot, and he was going to have a little top hat. He's going to be adorable. And then I also had a plague doctor I'd started working on at one point that I'm gonna also utilize for this. So I've got a couple of ideas. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna create in the vein of Muscle Men. I'm just giving some rundowns here. May I before I start doodling? So I'm gonna create a kind of like in Muscle Men, kind of a fighting thing, a theme, and I almost want to utilize. Uh, I'm thinking MFers for the name. So I can utilize like the muscle men, because if you guys remember, let's go to the drawing board. Marker time. Muscle men. They had the classic where it had the little arm that came down. And it had like a fist kind of thing. If you recall, oh, you can't really see. God damn it. You know, I wish my fucking. Can I zoom that? I don't think I can zoom that. Anyway, so they had like a thing like this for their. How do you spell muscle? M-U-S. Quick, somebody tell me how to spell muscle. M-U-S. C-L-E? Is that it? Muscle? Anyway, theirs was, oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, when muscle men, boop, boop. I know it's backwards on that one. So yeah, I was right. They were done like that. That was their design. So for their name, for again, these little guys. All right. So my idea was if I had it like, I was thinking the name of it would be like Monster Fighters, right? Which sounds cheesy and generic, I know. But I wanted to make something that's going to be like monsters, duh. So I could have a wide range of whatever the fuck I want. Literally could create any designs. Because I want to throw in there like some designs from I want to be able to pay homage to like the classic 80s horror villains, but I can't just outright take those designs. I can't be like, oh, here's Jason Voorhees, oh, here's Freddy Krueger, oh, here's Michael Myers or anything like that, because if you do, you get sued. So I can't do that. But you can pay homage to them. You can be like, oh, hey, this guy looks like that. And it's like, you could name him something like, instead of Freddy Krueger, you could name him like Frederick Cougar, and they're going to be like, really? And of course, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, dude, you totally ripped that off. And I'm like, totally, yes, I did. That was the whole point. You dildo. I did it on purpose. So anyway, the point being is, but if I did it like this, right? And the key thing would be, but the other thing is this, watch. Monster Fighters, but if I named it MFers, you'd think motherfuckers, and that'd be the other humorous part, because people would be like, oh, MFers, oh, it's motherfuckers, that's funny. No, it'd be Monster Fighters. Kind of like Garbage Pail Kids. Right. So, and I'm also thinking along those lines where I want to be able to make something and utilize something in action figure form in the sense of little figures, again, that could be crazy stuff, but pay homage, like Garbage Pail Kids kind of did, in some pretty cool ways. So like the other thing would be like if I did MFers, right, I could easily do the same kind of logo, M with the dot, the period, and like an F with a period. See? I could still do that. I don't know what I'd do for like a little hand thing. I could do like a I could do this. I could do a little flip off finger. Yeah, then it would be like motherfuckers. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. But If I did that, then I could do like an E R, S. But I mean, I could do something similar and do the same colorations, and then people using their recognition, the memory skills, they'd be like, oh, that's like the old Muscleman design, and then for nostalgic reasons, they'd be like, oh, that's great, I love it. Here's the problem: a lot of people have done that. We actually have another guy here in Oklahoma. I think his name's Eric Lee, if I'm not mistaken. They did the Okies, which is done like that. And I really want to talk to that guy. Like, he's figured it out. Like, he knows everything. He's just really got it figured out. And I'm thoroughly impressed with that. And I think I talked to him once before because I was like, dude, I want to know what kind of rubber that is so I can one day maybe make those little guys. Back when I was first making my own little figure, like I said, Muscle Freaks. Okay, see, brainstorming's good. Brainstorming's good. I'll write that down. But the thing is if I did that, the other idea I have is maybe whatever the name is I decide, using all the old nostalgic concepts, like maybe the monsters in my pocket, maybe the Garbage Pail Kid design, not blatantly ripping it off, but using the name that I settle on in the font, in the lettering, in that there, like for each edition. So like my first set would be done like the Muscle Men. And then the next set would be done in like Garbage Pail Kid style. And then the next set would be done like the Trash Bag Bunch style. And the next set would be done in like the Monsters in My Pocket style. So it would be very nostalgic, especially to those in the toy collecting circuits, or the Masters of the Universe style, where people would look at it and they'd go, that's from the 80s. Fuck yeah. Because I love that shit. And again, it would be like the Muscle Men from the 80s, or Battle Beasts from the 80s, or you know what I mean? But obviously they'd be like jacked up and super evil, crazy monsters. That's my point. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Freaks in a Machine. Maybe not so much there. Although I have decided I'm going to go ahead and fully design out my whole bandmates, like all of us, as characters within it, just in general. And this is also something I wanted to be able to do over time. I'm not really like, oh, I'm going to do it all at once. Bam, bam, bam. Nah, it's going to be something I can just kind of build characters as I go. So with that in mind, I do have the following. I want to make like gang factions, not like gangs, but like gang factions. Like, because originally, like I was thinking some kind of fighters. I wanted to be like groups kind of battling it out with each other. Again, similar to like Battle Beasts had fire, water, and wood. Rock, paper, scissors initially. If you don't know what Battle Beasts are, McFarlane Dolls on crack. Yeah, well, his stuff was already kind of on crack. As I'm scratching my arm, I'm like, yeah, they're on crack. Yeah. But I've already got a few of them. Like, I want to have some called the Deep Seaman. And I want them to be like kind of Cthulhu-based stuff. Monsters of the deep. So like creatures from the Black Lagoon, because I want like a big seaman, because that's funny. So I want them to be called the Deep Seaman. And little things like that would be funny. Then I want some kind of like robot space zombies as a group, just the robot space zombies, and that'd be the gang. So they're going to be like robot cyber space zombies. But again, I want it to be kind of cartoonic almost in a way, but also like fucking jacked up looking. But keep in mind, Chris, these have to be something that are moldable. So they can't be like absurdly detailed, absurdly, like complicated to put in, and mold them. You know what I mean? Like they're going to be something I'm going to put in a little rubber mold, pump some shit in there, pop them out. However, Mayhem Minion. Okay. I like that. And the double M's could be very applicable. You could do like creepy lead singers, Wayne Static. See, I was considering doing that, if nothing else, for the attention. That'd just be smart. So if I'm building this and I do this right, I very easily could lean into something like that and just kind of be like, here's some special edition versions and be like, boom, 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 boom. So yes, Joe, thank you very much. Um, and then I could kind of hope, you know, I'm not Catholic, but I play one on TV if it helps. But I could hope that maybe at some point that would get some attention. You know what I mean? Like where people would be like, "Holy fuck, have you seen this guy? Oh, like wow, this dude." A buddy of mine that actually came to one of our shows, like way back in the day. We tried to get him backstage for Mushroom Head. He's a huge Mushroom Head fan. He's been in music videos with Mushroom Head now. He's friends with him now. Not because of us. Unfortunately, we couldn't get him back there. But he's such a hardcore fan. And the thing about it is like there's this dude who makes stickers for all the famous musicians and shit like that too. He's gotten so much attention from doing that. I'm just like, bro, maybe I should. Maybe I should. Just because then people would give a shit. They'd be like, wow, have you seen this guy making little figures? These things are fucking amazing. So it might be something to think about. But first, I do got to come up with a good name. But I'm going to put all the names in like a hat. Mayhem Minions might be a cool one. I'm going to have to definitely write that down. I'll write that down right here, as a matter of fact. I've got a little book right here, my little info book, which has like again the Deep Seaman, which I just think is amazing. But that's because I made it up. Now the Mayhem Minions, you didn't come up with that. Like that's not from anywhere else, right? And I'll have to give you credit for it. I'll be like, bro. But also, I was thinking about bringing in the Twistery, the guys, the evil or the crazy dudes from history. Let me put down the just muscle freaks. I got to make sure that that's not something already too. Muscle. There we go. Freaks. And if nothing else, actually, I might be able to put that as a faction if I don't use it as a name. But for the Deep Seaman, one of the first ones I had an idea. Muscle is taken. I know muscle is taken, but not just by itself. It's taken. It's taken like this. You know what I mean? It's taken in that sense. Like Rasputin. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna write that down. Hang on a minute. Didn't even think of Rasputin, bro. And Rasputin's been one of my favorite historical characters since forever. I have actually turned a lot of people onto Rasputin that didn't even know who the fuck he was. People that you'd think would have always known who he was because now they're obsessed with him. But no. So my Deep Seaman, the first one I had, actually I was working on his design earlier today, which what I want. What? Calm down. There you go. I'm gonna lose the whole thing. Jesus. Madness Miscreants. Mayhem Miscreants. That might be a little bit much. Mayhem Minions. See, that one rolls off the tongue. The Mayhem Minions. Mama. Madness Miscreants. It's not bad. It's still bada. Muscle Freaks. It's like, you got it. It's all, man. And Vlad the Impaler. Vlad's kind of a given. He'd be almost too easy, but he's, I'll think about it. Hold on. So the first one for my Deep Seaman, which I'll doodle him up here really quick, that I had was, and I want him to be kind of like this. Should I get a pencil? I mean, I know what I want him to look like, but I don't want to. Here's what he's going to look like. He's going to have kind of, come on, man. Don't go out on me. I want him to have big old eyebrows, little head, kind of a little fish shark thing even going on. Big eyeballs. And then, of course, I want him to have a very classic-y fishman look. You know what I mean? So far. No, you can't really see it. Yeah, stay with clear copyrights and all. Never seems to not amaze me how lucky some peeps are, like how many of us can draw puss head art, but he's the lucky dude, you know. Like, all right, peeps and bam. I don't know what puss head art is, but okay. What I'm saying though is definitely you always want to stay away from copyright shit. But muscle, as long as you don't use the periods in between it and shit, you can use the word muscle all you'll want. You know, because that's not copyrightable. That's a human body part. So you literally cannot copyright it. And that's great. But the way they've got it done in the Japanese version of it, they can copyright that. But you know, that's his head so far. That's kind of what I want his head to look like. You know, I want him to have kind of just a cute, pudgy little fat head. You know, you should make one after my sister. You know, for a man who hates his sister. But I want it to have kind of this hunched over body. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the arms cut off right about here. So that's not, he's not wearing a tank top. That's just going to be where his arms are. And I'm having this big old little pot belly thing kind of going on here. You see? And these are his nipples right there. Nipples! But his arms being right here. And hang on, I'll show you what I got going on in about 2 seconds on how I want the rest of this to work. Because I want this to be just this little, I want him to have these little fat legs, not fat legs, little dumpy legs. You know, just basic little short, fat, dumpy guy. Mutant Muscle Mafia mofos. That's a lot of M's. I'm gonna write all this stuff down here in a little bit. Someone told me I should make a short film where my sister fights Godzilla. Jeez. Maybe you should, bro. Maybe you should. And keep in mind, there's gonna be a lot of like detail, like dots, like, you know, like your little pock marks and little, just, you know, the whole body will be done in whatever. But that's gonna be the body. That's what I'm thinking. Just a little short, dumpy guy. With and if you look at it from the side, it's gonna be kind of like let me just kind of do it like this. Fat cheek. I want him to kind of go like that and have like a little fat chest, little dumpy thing, little fat gut, little legs. And then like right here would be the arm with a socket, you know what I mean? So from the side, he'd look kind of like that, you know, a little dumpy guy. Shorts, it's me for muscle freaks. See, that's what he said was muscle freaks. Did you come up with that too? Like, or did you hear me say that earlier and it just popped into your head again? Because I got people popping in over here, people popping in and out over here. Because, dude, if that's too muscle freak completely out of like sync there, I might have to go that route. But again, like I said, or maybe you're just questioning me when I said it a minute ago, because yeah. But dang it, will you stop moving? But then what I'm going to do is I want one of the arms to be basically this. I want it to be a nice, you know, dumpy. I want it to be kind of up and going like this whole hand up. Kind of thing. And his arms are going to be way bigger. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't know? Maybe you did hear me. Maybe not. See, all right. Well, I'm definitely gonna put that up there. But I want this one here to be kind of like. Let me see if I can. Kind of get this going the way I want it. That way he has one arm kind of up. And then I want this one just to kind of be kind of like a big old brute arm. Kind of down, And here's the other thing about all this that I'm wanting to do. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Kind of thinking have one arm kind of out and the other arm just kind of down. So that way he could have like, God dang it. There we go. We could have like one arm just kind of like that, and he could be like raised up and down. He like, because he's gonna kind of like lean forward. I think it kind of would be like a set-on arm, I kind of wanted to be balanced, so he wouldn't necessarily have to use it that way, and the other arm would kind of be like a clawing arm kind of thing. But I want to make it where if I make the arms movable, they're just going to be little pop-in pegs. So literally, you could pull the arms, put them on a different dude, have tradable arms. You could do sets of like 4 and make a little card kind of garbage pail. See, that's what I'm going to do is I was going to make them sets of 4 from different factions. Like for instance, when the Cyberpunk box, and no, I didn't pay $4.99 for them either, by the way. I picked them up at vintage stock for literally like $1 or something because I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to get those and just do a quick review on those because why not? But I saved the box too. I saved the packaging. Oh, there we go. So what I'm going to do is, not in this design, but it would be a cardstock back and then bubble box. And they'd just be loose in there, kind of like Muscle Man used to be, because Muscle Man used to come in a set of 4 in a box, and they'd just be tumbling around in there. And that's kind of what I was going to go for, is just the same kind of old school style that you used to see. I think that'd be cool, And I want to make it very retro. Duh. Because I think that would be, I think that's part of the point. But for my Deep Seaman, I definitely want him. Now I'm wondering, and go with me on this one, for Seaman, right, if I should have some crazy captain. I'm also going to give them weapons. Not all of them. Some of them I'm going to have, like, if they have a closed fist, where I can drill a hole through their hand, and they'll just have a hole, Aleister Crowley would be cool. Write that on my figures. Aleister Crowley. That'd just be weird, with voodoo shit. I can see that working. But weird ocean creatures. Now keep in mind, it's open for anything. Again, alien or robot space zombies, I think would be amazing, hilarious, could come up with some great shit. And I'm not gonna just keep it to like 1 or 2 figures in that gang. Mutant militia, Captain Sperm Whale. See, I'm saying and I was thinking about a whale at one point. Because see, actually what I wanted to do was not necessarily, I wanted to do 2 different ones with the water. I don't know. Because I wanted to name one the Water Buddies, because that's so stupid. It's like ridiculously bad. Like the Water Buddies. But I wanted them to be like sharks and piranhas and like killer whales and like stuff that would be like, they're gonna fucking kill you, And but the bad part is like you have King Shark, which is from the Suicide Squad or DC. And so you can't really make a shark character anymore, or they'll get you for King Shark copyright. So I almost want to push my luck. I'm not even kidding. I almost want to push my luck and create a character called Not King Shark. Yeah, I'm thinking about for real doing it. Where the character's name would literally be Not, and then have the word King marked out in red, and then Shark. And then have it be a little shark man. I think that would be hilarious. Because then if they'd be like, "That's King Shark," I'd be like, "No, it's literally not King Shark. You can't get me. Bam, fuck you." And I think that'd be hilarious. Queen Shark. Okay, that's kind of funny. I could make like a drag queen shark, bro. Because then I could be, oh, get this. Then I could be woke and get away with it. Mm, yeah, see what I'm talking about. Mm, mm. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Hold on a minute. Man, maybe I'll make both of them just because that's fucking hilarious. I'll have a whole shark pack. Fuck it. Sweet baby Jesus. But this is what I'm wanting to do. One of those fish that have the light hanging down in front of their big ass teeth. Yeah, angler fish? Deep sea anglers? Yeah, deep sea anglers. Um, oh, Captain Ahab. See, that's what I was thinking. And his close friend Moby Dick. Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking was maybe like a crazy captain could go along with like these guys or something. But then now I was thinking if I had two different versions of the water ones, right? Like one of them would be like more Cthulhu stuff, like sea monsters, not sea creatures. And then one could be more sea creatures, and then they could be like they hate each other. You know what I mean? Because one of them's like mythological creatures. Moby Dickless. Oh my god. Okay, all right, all right, all right. So here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm either gonna, if I go through with this like this, I'm either gonna be fucking hated by everybody or loved by everybody. Probably the first one, probably hated. So we have Queen Shark. Um, but I also didn't necessarily want this to be not for kids. So I've got to really question my target audience. Movie dildo. Also, that's funny as fuck, but I've got to really check myself because I love making things funny. But I've got to check myself too about my target audience because it will be for a more adult audience, not necessarily children. Duh. God damn, guys. Because Moby Dickless is funny. And then having like Queen Shark would be funny. How would I do Queen Shark? See this little guy? I like him. I like him a lot. I'm going to utilize him. He's a good little guy. You know, I dig that little dude. I think he'd be a cool little figure just to have, just kind of hunched over, running around. Teens. Yeah, yeah, like later teens. Do the government version ones, adult classified. Okay. So put a bow on it. Put a bow on on the head. One censored for kids. But see, I don't really think this isn't really going to be aimed towards kids. It'd be more of an adult collector position. People our age, Moby Mangina. Oh, is there anything else? Oh Jesus, Moby Mangina. Oh my God. Captain Ahab and his harem of fish lady boys. Holy shit. Okay. I think we're getting off track too though. We're just getting into some weird perversion stuff that should be in a .com somewhere, or in a Pornhub category at this point, I think is what's happening. You guys are terrible. So, well, that is some funny shit. Okay. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking. What other types of creatures can we utilize, though? And those brain ginas from the Descent? Brain ginas from the Descent. Is the Descent really that scary of a fucking movie? Because apparently it's the most scariest goddamn movie ever, and I don't remember it being scary. I really don't remember it being a scary fucking movie, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, the Descent," and I'm like really the Descent? Let me see here. Captain Ahab. We're going to put this in the back for a second. Oh, what would be a good... Bugs are always good. Oh, no. Bugs are definitely good. Again, like the little spider one I'm working on already. You know what I mean? Like when he's done. And again, I'm going to cut the hand, the arm, the legs all off, and they'll each individually be like clawed with little pegs. So once he's done, they'll all be like similar, but you'll be able to trade them off for like other characters. Makes me want to try to draw again, so do it. I want a crab guy. I love crab monsters. I've loved crab monsters since the sci-fi movies from back in the day. So I definitely want a crab monster of some sort. I just haven't decided what I want him to look like yet. And then, like I said, Mr. Maggot, I want to bring him back. So if I do a bug set of creatures, it would definitely be now that one's going to be part of the Nightmare Gang. Like I want one called the Nightmare Fuels or something like that, like the Nightmare Fuel Gang or something like that. That is just going to be like fucked up, evil looking shit. You know what I mean? Like really evil, like just jacked up, like twisted abominations of your darkest nightmares and creepy stuff. So I want the spider demon thing to be one of those. But the bugs, always love bugs. Bug people are good. Crab people are good. Captain Crustacean, see, not bad. And we could go with some pirates, but we'd have to make them really fucking cool. And see, unfortunately, Pirates of the Caribbean's also kind of, I guess, ruined pirates in a way. Nothing personal to them, but yeah, I mean, because like they've hit up all the pirates recently, like Captain Blackbeard and Captain this and Captain that. But you know, Captain Ahab hasn't been done. I do like Captain Ahab and Moby Dickless, or Moby Dick or something, as some kind of a whale creature. Although it'd have to look really cool. The designs are really what's going to make or break it. Because if the designs of the creatures are badass, and I was also thinking about having like an average guy, just like out of nowhere, just like an average guy, like a normal dude who just got caught up in this crazy world of monsters destroying each other, and he'd just be like, average man. Boop. And he'd just be like, just like a normal dude in like a little suit or something. I thought that'd be fucking funny. No, the Rift. My bad. What's the Rift? The Rift. Jeffrey. Oh, just name him Jeffrey? Yeah, see, like Jeff Thompson. Jeff Thompson, accountant. People are like, what? Well, what's that guy doing in there? Like, that's just Jeff. That's Jeff. Don't worry about it. This is Jeff. People are like, dude, what? Why is there a normal guy in my box of guys? Like, I got this giant, this whale with a huge dick flying around. I got this spider demon thing, and I've got this zombie, and then there's this guy named Jeff. What is happening here? I don't understand. It's like, well, it's just Jeff. Just Jeff, bro. Don't worry about it. I don't know if I've seen the Rift. Anyway, the Rift. There's brain things in the Rift. The brain ginas from the Rift. Is the Rift a new one? Anyway, with a pocket protector and glasses. I don't know if I could sculpt glasses that would mold well. I mean, it would be on his face. I might look into that. Or, I mean, I was thinking just like an average face. It's like one of those weird little, parted haircuts and just as average of a fucking person as humanly possible. Not necessarily nerdy, just average. Nothing special about him. You know what I mean? Good Lord. Brandon Tenold did that movie. The Rift? If it's old, dude, I've seen it. If it's an older horror movie, I've seen it. I just don't remember for it. I probably fucking have it. I just don't remember anything else about it. You got to give me more to it than the brain ginas. Like, dude, you can't say brain ginas. Do you know how many movies I own that have brain ginas in it? Like 7. Probably 7 at least. Brain ginas. And that's the other thing. We don't have to think about anything normal either. We can come up with like all kinds of ideas. Crazy shit. Crazy people shit. Like, let's see here. I don't know. And that's the hard thing I'm having here is like, What would I like to see? What would I like to see? Obviously, I love skulls and weird shit like that. So, like, for bugs, what can I do? The bystander boy he tells the new tales and legends of sea and land of creatures and beyond and next door. Meh. There was a submarine. There's brain giants in a submarine. The Rift. I don't know, man. I know I've seen it. I'm sure I've seen it probably 50 times, but the name alone isn't calling anything, isn't reminding me of anything. So it's really weird. It is really, really weird. Um, Shit biscuits. So if I wanted something, God, I gotta come up with something better. All right, we got like a seaman, we got a spider demon thing. Mr. Maggot's gonna be a giant maggot. That's all he's gonna be. He's just gonna literally. I'll just doodle him out for. Let's just start with the bug faction for fun, because we already have one. It's gonna be this weird Mr. Maggot caricature. He's got kind of a sunken in zombie-esque nose kind of going on there. He's gonna have like this weird like face thing going on. And he will have human teeth. Weird human teeth. Oh, I'm gonna give him a top hat. We'll get to that in a minute. He's just basically gonna be this big old fat little maggoty guy. Who's like at one point he's just basically gonna just be like this little chubby. Maybe I'll give him some tits. Yeah, I'll give him little fat tits and a little fat belly. That's what I'll do. There, he'll be end up looking like little maggot and give him some titties. That's what I'm gonna do with him on the new updated version of him. That's what we'll do. And then we'll give him a little top hat, like a literal little top hat. But everything else is gonna be like weird, and he'll just be kind of jacked up and kind of, he's a big maggoty thing. So he's gonna be kind of like, bleh. He's not gonna be happy he's a maggot. That would be kind of weird. So Mr. Maggot's just gonna be like that. There we go. When it's all said and done, he's gonna look like that. He's gonna be like this weird little maggoty guy, kind of like how he was starting out here. Only he'll be little. Well, not little, but he'll be smaller. He'll be more. Because see, there's your muscle man. There's him. He's huge by comparison. He'll be a lot more of muscle man size. Maggot, Mr. Maggot. But that'll definitely be one of them for the insect crew. A mantis, a dung beetle, and of course a big spider. Well, yeah, the big spider guy. And he is going to be big because I wanted them all to be. Oh, God damn it. I keep coming over this way. Like, I wanted them all to be kind of that big. God damn, he's so much bigger, though. He's huge by comparison. Okay, so my figures are going to be bigger than Muscle Men. I guess by that, or else he's going to be just like a jumbo figure. He'll be like the leader of the bug monsters. 1990 Ermy. I can never say his last name. I always think of Army. And the Rift. Bro, it's still not ringing a bell. I know it. I've seen it, but dude, I know the movie. I know the movie you're talking about. I just cannot for the life of me think of it. What does a dung beetle look like? Aren't they just like little fat-headed beetles? And the other thing is, I got to make sure that the designs are cool enough that people are going to want to actually get these. Because I'm not going to go through all this just to, for myself. I mean, I do want to just make a bunch of cool little action figures, no shit. But do a Donald Trump mouth? Yes, that's a thing. A scarab. Um, I don't know what Donald Trump mouth is, except for maybe like the duck mouth thing. Is that that's like the duck mouth thing? B, a dung beetle. A scarab is a dung beetle. I don't know what they look like. They're just like little beetles, like right? Like if I do a beetle, it's gonna be like it's gonna be similar to the other guy. I'm gonna make it kind of like this with his arms coming off the side and make like his little beetle head. Like not sure how beetles work. Hang on, I'm just kind of throwing it out there. He'd be kind of like sectioned off, so he'd be more armored out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like he'd actually have like little armored sections of his little arms being like, yeah, look at me, I'm all pissed off and shit. Bow, 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 bow. But I'd want him to be a little bit more like that, probably. I mean, that's just a quick little funny design, but you get what I'm saying. He'd have to be. I need to look up scarab beetles, I guess, and see what scarab beetles look like. Let me just pull that. Yes, hello, sweetie.
Can I step on the box or are you having it?
No, do not step on that box. Why would you want scarab beetle?
So I don't step on it.
There's no ants, man.
There's an ant right there.
Bullcrap.
Another ant right there.
Why does no scarab beetle show up on my images? Yet there's literally images right there, and it says, "Shut up, scarab beetle." Oh my god, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, you know what? Shut up. Scarab beetle images. Yeah, I mean, they're just like little fat-headed beetles. That's cool. Some of them are pretty brutal looking with their face. Yeah, I like the guys with the horns on their heads. Those are cool. The rhino beetles and stuff. I might have to do something with one of them. Yeah, I'd probably do a rhino beetle, bro. For sure. Oh, yeah. Watch, I might have to do if I did a rhino beetle or something, I might have to do like one where they have the little like that part kind of on top, and then give him like a little horn right there, like right there above that. I might have to do something like that. That'd probably be pretty tight. I like that. I'm trying to think of how I'd mold that little guy. I might have to mold him in two pieces. I might have to cut him at the waist. And see, things like Mr. Maggot, he wouldn't have any kind of arm attachments or anything like that. He would just be that, and that's fine. But things like him, arms, obviously, and he would have a similarity to that little guy in overall physicality, kind of hunched over, bulky as fuck, which I like. I think that's a good idea. I like that aesthetic. Little fat legs, hunched over. I think I'm gonna go with that kind of overall aesthetic. However, I might switch it up with some of the other characters. I might give some of them I don't know, skinnier. Um, you're talking about like you said a mantis or something, but I don't know about mantises because I mean it would be cool, but I'm trying to think of the logistics of like how skinny because a mantis is pretty skinny. They're like stick thin, and when you're molding things, you want them to be figures and stuff. I know nobody's really going to play with these like action figures. They're not going to be grabbing them. They're like I wouldn't expect. But if they was too skinny, they'd probably snap. That would suck. So, but see, I could even mold this little guy having like little arms that would come in, you know, and have his little legs kind of come off the side, little fat legs. That'd be hilarious. Have just like little fat Legos, little fat legs, like yeah, that's hilarious. Shit. Oh, fuck. Shit balls. Dude, bro. Wait a minute. How many legs do they have? They have like 6. I could do a quadruped where his bottom half, if I molded it in 2 sections, I could have him have 4 legs come off. And then like, I don't know, that might not look the best though. He could have 4 legs. That might look cool. I'll play with that idea when I get to the creation stage of him, you know? But I like a little beetle man. I'll tweak his design here in a minute. Because for a head, what do we need here? What do we need? Like the beetle heads, obviously we're gonna have a big eyeball. It'll have like the lines. That's easy. So he's got like a headlight eyeball. That's simple. And we'll just keep a nice rounded head overall. The other eyeball on the other side. Easy, easy, easy. We're not going to have antennas. They'd be too brittle. They'd just be like little tiny boop, boop. We're definitely not going to have antennas, but I will bring up a horn for sure on him in the middle. That'll be cool. And then the question is, what do we want to do with the jaw? Because keeping just a basic pincher jaw is cool. And I could do a lot with that because we could definitely put like a real simple little jawline on it. But then we can add some little fluffle stuff around it, to kind of give it a little more texture and design and stuff. Nothing special. Could be cool. Off topic, I needed to commission a painting from you. That is a bit specific. Okay, well, shoot me details. Actually, last night, or no, not last night, because I had the electricity go out right before I was going to do this. I had a buddy of mine who's currently in Colorado. He said that he might be commissioned. He might do the same thing, but his wouldn't be anytime soon. So yeah, man, that just seems too simple. Seems too easy. But yeah, just message me specifics, and we'll go from there. Oh, you know what? In the body, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring it down and have like a little, yeah, like a little. That's what I want to do with the. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'll end up having the crab guy, the beetle guy, and the other dude kind of have this body shape. So I might end up having a few of them that have similar body shapes. Interesting. Kind of like a juggernaut of the group. Okay, interesting. So if I'm redesigning this little guy, he's going to have this kind of shoulder pad. Comes down, kind of goes over his head. Kind of thing going on. And here's his arms. Kind of deal. And his arms, man, I could do all kinds of cool little like design work, like little bubbles and a big bite, and the butt section could have the 4 legs. Big underbite. Well, that's what I was saying. The butt section could have 4 legs. How you gonna underbite? They have jaws that go like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they have jaws that do that, not like this. Although, if I did it like that, having an underbite might look good. So if we did a over the top, but we had a huge kind of that way with the eyeballs. Yeah, it might look all right. Fuck. This is what kills me, man. This is what kills me. Because then I start questioning everything like, man, should I do this? Should I do that? And then I'm like, oh, I don't know. Hang on a minute. Let me doodle it up over here. To kind of give me a better example of what I'm talking about here with everything. So let's give this the underbite. Huge underbite jaw thing going on. Yeah, you know, that might not be too bad. Let me itch my eyeball here. I don't know. I kind of like him with the cute head. I like the bug guy, from Space Ghost. Oh crap! Yeah, what was his name? Yeah. Zorak. There we go. I can kind of see that. Yeah, he was a mantis, by the way. Future reference. So, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know about the underbite. I kind of like the clampy jaws. But see, here's the other kicker. You ready for this? So the problem here might lay in this. Mr. Maggot, I don't think he should be on the bug team. He should be in the fucking nightmares because he's a goddamn nightmare fuel. He's a human maggot hybrid. That's not normal. But the bug, he's like a bug. He's like a normal bug guy. So if I was making bug guys, fuck, he's like a normal bug guy. Unless I made him like some kind of freak hybrid. See what I mean? Those two you couldn't really see in the same faction. They don't really fit just off this. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking all of a sudden. I just realized they are not in the same faction at all. So they would definitely have to be something else going on there. More so than what we got already happening here. And then his little legs. But yeah. Yeah, different groups. Just pictured the dung bug scooping up poop with that jaw like a shovel. Gross. Very gross. But yeah. See, okay, so comparatively speaking, you know, like I do like there we go. I do like the shoulder pads, like the shoulders kind of going up and over. Because originally I didn't have God dang, it's hard to do it backwards. Didn't have it going up and over right there, but when I did that, definitely like the up and over thing. This is kind of the design I was looking at for the crab guy, but I don't have a crab guy up yet. And now he's kind of a bug. Fuck. Because now if I make the crab guy look like that, I can't do the crab guy with the multiple legs. Fuck. The maggoty guy would be the enemy of the necromancer eating any dead flesh. Of a necromancer eating any dead flesh. You guys aren't making this any easier, by the way. Like at all. crap. But I like this. I'm gonna have to play with the head. What I might end up doing is I might end up doing a alternate version at some point. Like build the body, the head, had to glue the head on separate. You know what I mean? And then making an alternate head. So fuck yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just randomly fucking make different heads, so people will get different versions of the characters. Be the same character, just a different head, and they'll be like, "What? Why did I get a different head? That's weird. Like, why is his mouth different in this one?" Be like, "Because I fucking felt like doing two different mouths. Fuck you. That's why." You know. And then I don't know. It'd be collectability. Like there'd be randomized, rare, different jawed versions of them. That might be cool. Maybe I'll just do that. And that way I can have both fucking heads. And then ha 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 ha. Because I like the body shape. That body design is geniusly perfect. It's like a potato, you know? Oh, I got a 3D printer so we can make them. Well, first of all, I hate 3D printers. I'll tell you why. Because they make weird lines and everything, and then you have to clean them up. But also, Steve, we can't do that. And I love you, man. I'm sorry. I miss you so much, bro. It's been too long. We can't make them though on your 3D printer because we have to have the design built in a program that the 3D printer can make. Although I would love to utilize that 3D printer. Yes, I really would. But I can't, dude. I can't digitally make them in a program. It's hard. Like, dude, the people who make those, like, who can, I have a program called, shit, I don't know what I've got on my other laptop. But dude, yeah, it's like, dude, it's crazy the shit that you got to do. Oh, it's so fucking hard, man. I can do it with real clay, but I cannot do it with digital clay. It's so goddamn hard. Yeah. So, yeah, a 3D printer sounds nice. My wife keeps going, "Oh, I'm gonna get you a 3D printer one day." I'm like, "Don't," because I don't have a program. I don't have a program that I could use to make. I can't make the files to print the files. You know what I mean? Like if I could make the cool stuff in 3D art programs, boom, make them look good, and then print them. Yeah, it'd be fine. But I can't. I cannot do it. I can make them out of clay and then move them over to 3D if I had the stuff to do that. There is a program on one kind of phone called like Lightroom or Lighthouse or I don't know, something like that, where I guess what you can do is take your phone and literally like zoom around it. You know what I mean? And it's supposed to like 3D image your stuff. And I guess that's what some people do with it, but I don't have that phone because I looked it up once. I was like, cool, can I get that for my phone? No, I can't. But because people use it for like 3D imagery for like, I guess, video game stuff or putting 3D models in stuff. I don't remember. But I just thought it was neat. I wanted to see if I could do. Oh no, I saw it in a fuck. What was it? Like the dude's. He made like a video, but it was the way he did the imagery of like creating this video using 3D imagery of the actual stuff, but it looked so weird, like surrealistic. But it was like you could have really done it. You could have like really like walked through the house, but he did it by like making it all 3D and then walking through the house. But it looked like whoa, it was nuts. Yeah, you send me whatever. Yeah, send me info, bro, and thanks for playing along. It's been good. So, and yeah, well, I'll put updates. I'll do this again at some point in the near future, where I'll just be like, you know what, I'm gonna doodle some more on this stuff because, I just sometimes need to bounce ideas and be like, I'm gonna make an idea. Fuck it, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do a thing. Yeah, all right. You go get naked. But I know some people have like a Steve, which is weird to call you by your name. But I know some people have like a 3D scanner too. Um, that is like a 3D printer, but the opposite. So they take the thing and they go, "Wah," and I guess it kind of just does the magical light beam, and then suddenly it's in the computer like that way, and then they can after that replicate it in a scanned or a thing. But I don't know because I don't do that. I just make things out of clay and go, look at what I made. It's neat, and hope for the best. And sometimes it comes out good, sometimes not so good. He's saying, fight the power. But anyway, get that other little claw thing up here. Yeah, I'm probably going to do something like that with the little claws. And then I'll probably just give him like a two-toed, little fat chubby legs like that. Like I had him up there. I probably won't give him the four-legged one. I'll probably do his legs like that. Give him two little hands up here. Boop, boop. His two big bulky arms, and then the two little legs there. And then because I do like that look, that design, like the potato. I'm a little potato man. I like that a lot. Oh, why don't I? Oh, I do have a spider, an actual spider, demon spider, which would be in nightmares. Yeah. I guess it'd be hard to do bugs. Maybe I should just leave him like a one-off. Maybe I should just have random monster characters, you know? Maybe I shouldn't have all of them in gang affiliations. Like maybe I should just have like some random weirdo ones too that pop up. Again, like Jeff. We were talking about Jeff Thompson earlier. Just have a Jeff Thompson guy show up. That'd be hilarious. Hilarious. Some random guy named Jeff shows up. I'm a potato. Yeah, but are you a bug potato? Look at my bug potato. See, if I made a beetle, he'd be a bug. Or if I made a beetle, he'd be a potato bug. Not an actual potato bug, but he'd be a potato-like bug. Yes. Yes. And what's up, Erica? You should be here all the time. You're like the one person I always am like, hey, where's Erica? She's not here. I'm sad. Whatever. She's abandoned me. I still talk about you all the time, though. I still tell everybody, I was like, oh, yeah. She used to be here all the time. And she named me the anti-Bob Ross. And depends on the day. I'm just doing these random now. I don't even know anymore. You know? I'm just like, I'm in an art mood. I'm gonna do it. I was gonna start doing a schedule every Friday at 6. And then for some reason, 2 weeks in a row on Friday, something was going on. We had our anniversary like last weekend, and then the weekend before that was something totally else. I don't remember what. Well, also I decided, see, we were talking earlier. That's my little seaman, my deep seaman. He's a fish man, and he'll be one of the little action figures as well. And he's in the same body shape size, like kind of a potato. So, and no, like we were talking about the muscles, like the old muscle men being named like that, and names for the ideas. Because the whole thing, Erica, and the other couple of viewers that have popped in that I don't know who the hell you are, hey, what's up, is that I wanted to create action figures again. I wanted to actually go through and finish them out, and I've got a few of them and that I've been working on. Just little guys, but like the old muscle men. I don't know if you remember them or not. The little squishy semen demons. That's what you call your kids. But well, no, I'm going to call them the deep semen. And we did have some interesting names earlier about Moby Dickless, like Captain Ahab and Moby Dickless, and a couple other hilarious ones that popped up. So yeah, definitely questionably going to get in some trouble here and there if I keep that going, but that's all right. It's okay. It's worth it. But now I'm just coming up with like ideas, and I need a good name for it. Originally I was thinking Monster Fighters, so I could name it MFers, so people would think motherfuckers, right? And that'd be hilarious. But then we did also have like the Mayhem Minions, which is kind of cool. Muscle Freaks, kind of playing off the Muscle Men thing, which is also was really good. The Muscle Freaks ones I liked a lot. It kind of really goes good. But man, I just don't know, you know. And then I've got to come up with like, because I've got like robot space zombies I'm going to utilize, creatures from the ocean, you know, like I'm going to do some Cthulhu-esque stuff, just weird sea monsters. And then I was also thinking sea creatures. And then, of course, Mr. Maggot, I have a spider demon there. So I wanted to make some like nightmare fuel-esque. I request a leaking creature. What do you mean a leaking creature? Like pee-peeing? Like a pee fetish creature? I mean, I'm not here to judge, girl, but, you know, I'm not really going into like, you know, weird kink fetishes or anything like that for an action figure line. I mean, I could, I guess, but I wanted to make them collectible where you could put them on like, you know, your cubicle or your desk at work or something. I don't know, maybe. No, really, what do you mean a leaking creature? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. That you could be talking about one peeing on stuff. I don't know. And the people who are just jumping in on the views, they're like, I thought he was talking about making action figures. He's talking about peeing on people? No, I'm not. Please hold. I'm waiting for the rest of the information to come through. And now more people are jumping in. Maybe I should be talking about peeing on people instead. Thanks, Erica. Appreciate that. So more like a melty, oily, goopy thing. I was thinking about that. I was thinking one of a couple of things. See, I also want to make homages to like the 80s and 90s horror movies. I was thinking about doing a zombie coming out of a 55-gallon barrel tub. Boom. Because in Return of the Living Dead, they had like the Tar Zombie Man, the Tar Man, the zombie guy that everybody loves and everybody knows. I was thinking about doing kind of him, so people would be like, "Oh, I know what you're doing there," and I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, you know what I'm doing there." But I was also thinking of just maybe making kind of a slime monster thing, because here was my idea. If I went with something like that, like a melty, oily, goopy thing, I could do theoretically, and this would be like a special one. If I did it, I could do it in two parts: a clear coated resin, which would be cooler than shit, with a human skeletal like bleh, inside of it. So I could tint it kind of like pink or red or green, like the Blob was pink. So I could even do an homage to the Blob, having somebody inside. And I could make like a little zombie, like jacked up dude, and have him inside of it, pour the clear resin around it. And then when it cures, it would be literally, you could see like inside of this clear resin, goopy looking stuff, like a dead corpse all. So it'd almost be like the Blob or an oily, goopy, melty thing, whatever. So I'm kind of thinking that'd be a good idea. I want to just doodle it out so I don't forget it. But yes, good thinking. And I hadn't really gone through the whole process necessarily. I was just thinking like kind of like the blobby, not really the blob. I don't know. But if I did it, I just didn't know if I wanted to make it like a actual like blob, you know, like and then inside you'd have like oh blue. Hey, did you do the counters yet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you really? Oh, okay. Good job.
An hour ago.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad. But then, you know, you can have like kind of this weird. I just wouldn't know like how much of it to do. Like, could I just do all of it or kind of like parts of it and have like a little, oh, skeleton man. Oh. You see, then it'd be like this weird. I don't know. I don't know what I'd have inside of it. You know what I mean? Like I could just have like a blobby thing. It's like a blobby thing with like a half skeleton guy in it. You really like it when I do sexy lady bodies with monster faces. I do need some sexy lady bodies in this, don't I? Maybe I should put a sexy lady body in the goop. I do like sexy lady bodies in goop. Wait, that sounded wrong. Flesh and bones and goop. That's what I was wondering. Like maybe a couple of corpses, maybe just like a pile of corpses in there or something. I don't know, man. But definitely, you know what? I will definitely make a goop monster. Yeah, definitely make a goop monster. Some kind of zombie soup thing happening. But now the question is, do I want to put a sexy lady in there? I can make a whole goop troop. Because see what I'm doing is I'm making factions. Oh, I saw something. You should also have Santa Claus. That's a little random, but yeah, I mean Santa Claus. Fuck it, why not? Demonic Santa Claus. Got to give me a little more than that, bro. But McFarlane Toys actually created a toy line of evil Santa, an evil reindeer, his Mrs. Claus, an evil snowman. I don't remember what else. Goop Troop. You're so fun. I'm gonna write that down. That's stupid, but I'm gonna write it down. Um, or the Blob Squad. I might have to go with that one only because it literally says the blob in it, so people would understand it was the blob. Oh, and I could do each one different colors. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, so I could have like a dude in one, just like zombie guy, a sexy chick in one, not a sexy chicken, but like a sexy chicken one. And then like, man, I could put like a beaver in one or something. I'm not thinking like beaver in correlation to the sexy chick. I'm just thinking like random animal. Um, no, just Santa. That is nasty enough if you ask me. Um, nah, dude, if I was doing that, fuck, I'd make, god damn it, a fucking Krampus, bro. I love me Krampus. Let me write that down. First of all, Krampus is always been before Krampus became a thing in America. Krampus has always been part of my heritage. So huge into Krampus. Always have been into Krampus. I've always loved the Krampus folklore and mythos. Love the shit out of it. So yeah, 100% Krampus. Didn't even Krampus. Gonna have to make an amazing Krampus. Holy shit balls. Krampus, Krampus, Krampus. But the Goop Troop, the Blob Squad, whatever. Yeah, all right. So I could do that. That would be cool. And keep in mind, Erica, with huge chippy teeth. Yeah. Keep in mind, Erica, what I'm doing is I'm going to make these in like a 4-pack so they all can like battle each other. They're going to be from different factions. So you'll have some from like, and like the ones from the ocean were going to be called the water buddies. So I wanted them to be like super demonic, like piranhas and like killer sharks and things like that. And, but see, here's the funny thing. I was saying this earlier is I have one that originally I wanted to make one that looked kind of like King Shark, right, from the DC and Suicide Squad, but it can't be King Shark. But a Shark Man, if you make a Shark Man, people are going to say that's King Shark and DC will try to sue you. So I literally was going to name him not King Shark and make a Shark Man. And I think that'd be fucking hilarious because I'd be really pushing my luck. And then whenever they come at me going, "Oh, that's King Shark," I'd be like, "No, it literally says it's not King Shark. You can't sue me." Um, but I wanted it to be called the Water Buddies as their gang because that's just stupid and it would sound ridiculous. Like that's silly. So the Blob Squad, the group troop, man, I like Blob Squad because it's definitely to the Blob. There used to be Street Sharks. Oh no, I know. But see, Like, and that's a good point, bro. But now coming out with something that would be a character that looks like that, nah, they'd eat you alive in a courtroom. Like Street Shark over with, so nobody gives a fuck. But if you tried to make something now and they caught on to that, they'd eat you alive. They'd they'd pull open your butthole and peek inside and say, "Yeah, we can fuck that." You know what I mean? That would suck. Suck. But I do like the blobs. Yeah, we could do multiple blobs. So what else could we put in a blob that would be cool looking? Um, and easy to create. See, keep in mind, I got to create it first. Then I'm gonna have to create like just like a blobby thing that it can fit in. Boop. And then I'm gonna have to create the thing, cast it, put it in there, fill up the resin, push them in there with that, and then it'll be the blob over it. Which means theoretically we could blob anything. Like it could be like a toaster, the blob toaster. Boop. That'd be hilarious. I might do that. I might put random ordinary things in the blob stuff. That's funny as fuck. That's stupid as fuck is what it is. Okay. All right. I can have some fun with the blobs. And they're easy. That'd be easy to create. And kid in the blob watching TV. Too bad I couldn't put like an image on the TV of the movie The Blob and the kid watching the TV of the blob while he's inside the blob. That'd be funny. And maybe a teeny four mask. I've got those because remember I was making the me figures. I could put a me in the blob. And like I said earlier, you weren't here, but I'm going to finish out the band. So we're going to be one of the gang factions. It'll be the God in the Machine gang. And that'll just be us. And people aren't going to know what that is. People are going to be like, what the fuck is that? I don't even know what the fuck that is. It'll be more of an inside joke, you know. So yeah, it'll be hilarious. But the blobs are cool. I dig that. That's going to be its own thing. You're going to be your own thing. Definitely going to be in the nightmares. You're not going to be part of the bugs. And then we'll have bugs on their own thing. All right. I'm digging this. This is where part of the ideas come from. Just throwing them ideas out there. Sell it with an LED kit of different colors to light them up on a game board. You can make that. Now, who liked that? You can like these things? Oh, neat. I didn't know you could like the comments as they. Oh yeah, it literally has like, reply, and a pin. Sorry, I'm still paying attention to the comments. No, that would be cool, but they're not all gonna light up. Like, you know what I mean? Just the blobs would have the clear resin. Clear resin takes 18 hours to fucking dry, whereas my regular resin takes about 7 minutes. It's supposed to take like 10, but I usually pull them out a little early in case I need to move them, wiggle them, or anything. But just for the blobs, yeah. No, the blobs would be cool that way. I'm totally down with that. The blobs would be really cool that way. I'm trying now. Now my brain's working. Like I'm thinking, man, these blobs are a cool idea. Can you do figures that represent vices or mental illnesses? See, that is the original idea of why I started making these little figures. I think it was John Curtis. I think we were originally talking about this like 2 or 3 years ago when I was talking about making a me action figure before I made it. And I was talking about I wanted to either create mental illness figures, like figures that could represent that. Yeah, seriously. Or like historical figures that were all fucked up and messed up. But I wanted to have some kind of cool, something I could work with. It'd be monstrously, evilly badass. It could I could make something cool with that I could do that people would be like, that's badass. And then I went with the historical figures because, well, I started doing the historical figures, like I said way earlier. You missed all that. But the thing about it is because the mental illnesses and stuff, that is a fine line to traverse. And if you cross it just wrong, you piss off a lot of people. You know what I mean? I've been pissed off by a lot of people because some of these artists and some of these people are like that have gotten noticed for their depictions of mental illness. And I'm just like, man, you're making a fucking joke out of some shit. Even though a lot of people are like, yeah, I really understand and respect what they're doing. I'm like, some of it looks like they're making a joke out of it. So I don't know. But so it's kind of a fine line that I would not necessarily want to traverse, depending if I could feel like I did it justice. But also when I really started thinking about it, like, how would you create a character? How would you create a monster of loneliness? You know what I mean? Like, that's hard. Like, how would you create a monster that represents loneliness, like an action figure? Like that would just be impossible to do. Um, Visually, you see what I'm saying? Like it would, like if I'm going to create a little action figure that represents being alone, how could I do that? How really you've got ideas for how to create an action figure for loneliness because that blows my fucking mind. And how would that monster be fun? Exactly. You couldn't play that monster with anybody else. But no, seriously, like I can't think of an idea on how to make a figure that would represent loneliness well. You know what I mean? That's all. A small kid balled up inside a blob alone. Maybe that would work, but I don't think people would really comprehend that as being loneliness necessarily. You know what I mean? And that could be taken 100 different ways. That could be taken that just the blob ate a kid. You know what I mean? That doesn't necessarily as soon as you see it. I guess one of the main things I've always had a problem with some of these artists that go, this represents fear. When you look at it, you have to go, that's fear. Holy fuck, I feel that. When you look at it, you have to be able to go, that's loneliness. Holy fuck, I feel that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the thing that it's really hard to convey that to a visual representation that people can go, that's it. Man, I connect. Man, I know that. Man, I feel that. And if you can't do that, then you didn't do it justice. You didn't do it right. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm always afraid to say, this is a figure for that because man, like 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 schizophrenic thinking or something like that is a little easier to tackle than like being alone in the sense of creating a physical figure of it. Unless you paint it into darkness, except the kid. I totally agree. I totally agree now. Back to nasty monsters. Yeah, you see, it's so hard. I'll report back on the lonely monster. It's just so hard to be. I think it'll be too hard to represent. It would put too much emotional effort into something that I don't believe I could do justice to, and that's why I haven't done it. I really broke my brain trying to figure out some of that stuff, and I was like, man, this is such a genius. Like, it would really be genius. It really would. But I just don't think I could do it. And I hate to say that. I just think it's beyond my reach. So, Erica, I mean, if you got some ideas, man, throw them my way. But until then, I'm gonna put hot, sexy chicks in a giant gelatinous mass and appease some bizarre perversion deep down inside for many of us, apparently. Hmm. Hmm. So anyway, as far as that goes, what else do I want here? What else could I utilize? What other things would make cool monsters? Because right now, having a seaman, which is funny, and I could do a captain. I'm gonna do like a Captain Ahab or something. Um, and then also having like a bug dude and stuff is fine. Mr. Maggot coming back, great. The gelatinous creatures, genius. And I'll give you credit for that, Erica. Do a limited edition of self-portrait character. Well, as I said, I have like my little action figure, bro. If you want, I'll dig it out and show it to you. Or maybe the normal kid watching monsters. And see, that's what we said earlier with the Jeff guy. We're just gonna like create a character named Jeff Thompson or whatever, and just have like a normal man, like the most average looking dude. Just there he is. And that'd be hilarious. And it would be. because then out of all these monsters that you get to battle each other, they'd be like just this normal guy. But you see, muscle men, like this guy here, he's kind of I don't know what the fuck he is. I don't know if I can get a good picture of him. See, look at that guy. What the fuck is he? He's some kind of snake man or fish face guy. I don't know what that dude is. I don't know what that guy is. But I don't know where the rest of them went. I had them. Oh no, I put them all up. Maybe that's you and your imagination is coming to life. Story arc. Dude, my imagination coming to life would be it would be something else. You know what? Let me do two things. And I hate to do this. I gotta pee. I'm gonna go pee. Nobody leave. Nobody leave. I only have a couple of you hanging in here. Give me 5 seconds. But when I come back, I'll grab the little action figure of me really quick, and I'll show you guys how that looked. So you kind of know where I'm going for, and you can see what I'm doing. But I really got to pee. Oh, look at my fat gut on film. The camera adds 25 pounds, remember? Really?
Dad, I was just watching something about mice, and guess what? A mice crawled up on me.
Wow, really?
Literally, it was playing with my leg. It was sniffing my leg and feeling it. And my heart dropped. My heart is beating so fast right now.
That is ridiculous.
I know. So you're scared it's gonna bite me, so I just didn't move and I hardly breathed. Instead,
you will be able to turn around.
yeah. But plus, I like mice.
Yeah, well, that's weird though.
Yeah, they never usually come up to humans. Because they usually know if they're alive, right?
What?
Do they know if you're alive? Then why did they come up to me? Oh, hey.
Wait, where is that? Probably. I just heard about the mouse.
Yay! That was
Oh,
so
crap.
cool.
It's down there. Here, move out of my seat. I need to set this down for a second.
I want the mouse to crawl back on me again.
It's already gone.
No, it's not.
The mouse is literally already
It was
gone.
crawling on the theater seats, woman.
Parasites, lice, ticks, bed bugs, but even more monsters. Okay, yeah. That's a good idea. Well, see, I already have the one beetle, so I think that would be good. I could do definitely bugs.
You could draw a mouse.
I could draw what?
A mouse.
I'm not gonna draw a mouse.
You're gonna draw a mouse.
I'm not gonna do mice.
And Dad's gonna draw a mouse.
We're not doing mice.
I'm going upstairs to my king of mice.
You go be the king of mice.
I will.
Enjoy being the king of mice. Okay. Hi. King of mice. My daughter, the king of mice. Let me see here. Let me get a couple of varieties. A couple of different ones here. Do I have any in my skirt? My skirt? I sure do. Do I have any regular arms? Oh my God, give me with regular. There we go. I'll use you three. Are you all right. Yeah. Yep. Nope, don't fall down. There we go. All right. What the? Anyway, so, maybe that's you and your man. Oh yeah, parasites laced. Okay. So, one of these has like a mess up on it. So, but go with me on this one. I hate how I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening here, people? All right, so the original ones I made of me, which for memory's sake, I used to have a giant demon arm. So my giant demonic arm, I had a variety of them, right? So there's my hood head version. That had the little hooded version of me. I painted these ones. And then my giant stage show arm, which actually is pretty accurate to my stage show arm. Also, the boots are accurate to my actual stage boots, where one of them had little spikes on it and the other one had a skull on it. And I had my my shin guards that had skulls on the knees, so I just made those like that. It's not too bad. By comparison, though, I also created my skirt version, which had the torn face, which used to have either a metal penis or whatever. It also has my boots. And keep in mind, these turn, the heads turn, little arms turn, all that jibber jab. In the back of the head, masks. Now these ones are painted. And the hood, the back of the hood one, it's just a hood. But this one's supposed to be my, and this one didn't come out, it came out all right. But it's my cut off head face one of them. And then the gray ones, or they're originally like this. This one has a mess up on the chest, so it's got that. But god dang it, there we go. But yeah, that's just when they come out like that, they come out gray, So, but I have some copies, I have a few of them that I was going to just send out to people at random. And I made these 2 years ago as tests because I was like, man, do I really, do I want to have these little action figures? Can I make these? Could I make something actually work like that? Can I do that? Answer is yes, I fucking can. I made little action figures of me. Now these are about 2, maybe 3 inches, because I think muscle men are about 2 inches. So I guess they're about 2.5 or so, a little bit bigger. And yeah, so I guess, and with the, I guess they're on par with the Cyber 2077 caricatures. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I still have some of these little old me's. But I mean, that's kind of. Thank you. Yeah, they're not all of them. Some of them, I don't know if I can pop his arm out. A couple of them's arms still want to kind of pop out because the movable parts are really hard to make without if they don't pop out. So what I want to do is create them not with the ball joint, they have not a ball joint. They have a peg with a mushroom top. God damn it! I hate this because every time I turn to the side, you can't see what the fuck I'm doing because I keep thinking that's this way. They have a mushroom head at the top, so that way when they go into the hole, it sticks, and then you can't pull it back out. You have to make the bodies first, or no, you make the arms first, so they have that, and it hardens. The next day, you make the bodies so they're soft, and you jam it in there. If you're off by any part, they're just loose as fuck. So then the arm goes. It's really annoying. By the way, I have a random little monster on my amp, and you need a bat character. His name is 19A Chinese Experiment. I'm sure there's some kind of a joke in there that I'm missing, but okay. I need a bat character. Yeah, I kind of do need a bat character of some sort. Bat? Question mark? So with that in mind, yes, we do know I can make little action figures of myself. Now, C19. C4. I'm assuming I'm probably the new flu that's been going around. There we go. I kind of figured that after I thought about it for a second. But listen, I don't know shit about any of it. I kind of am like, whatever. I've gotten it twice. I'm fine. I don't taste anything the same anymore, but that's fine. You know, it's stupid. Now, you know, what other lice and stuff? Yeah, bed bugs and things. Those are I said so you don't have to. Thanks. Because then they'd just flag me and be like, oh, he's spreading false information. They'd put a thing up there. It'd be stupid. Be stupid. But that's not a bad idea. Having a little Batman. Dare I say a Batman? What is up, bro? You're back. I was talking about you earlier, kind of indirectly, but had nothing to do with you. We're just painting. Somebody was talking about getting me to do a painting for him. You missed out. I already was talking about creating seamen. He's a little sea monster guy. Oh no, it's not canvases. We're working on action figure designs. So, creepy parasites, nasty bugs that follow you from the sky. Yikes. So, kind of. Yeah, no, kind of. Just in the sense, again, like I was talking about somebody, they said, hey, I need to get you to paint something for me to do a commission. I said, yeah. Ironically, another dude was asking me about that, referring to you. But parasites, See, hold on. Let me really quick on the crab guy, because I was talking about doing a crab guy earlier. I wanted to do something along these lines and have kind of the same kind of shell action as the other dude. Cockroaches. Yeah, see, we got to think of stuff that makes people go, ugh. You know what I mean? I definitely want. Oh, look, I just realized I'm making him look kind of like a shell from Mario Brothers. What kind of shells do they use? Are those just turtle shells? I need a fucking turtle. Kind of like a ninja turtle, but not a ninja turtle. It should be like a karate turtle. Let me write that down really quick. We'll get to that in a minute. Karate turtle. I'm sure somebody else has already made karate turtles, so I probably can't do that. It would be too ridiculous, but goddamn, that'd be funny. What do crabs' faces look like? They don't really have faces. So what the fuck does a crab's face look like? They have like big stupid eyeballs that come out. I don't want to do that because I hate those kind of crabs. Those crabs look dumb. Your blob things could be like jellyfish for your semen clear and all that. You're putting too much thought into that. So, all right. What do crabs' faces look like? I want his arms to be way like crazy because I want them to be kind of sinewy and weird because I want him to have giant crab claws, of course. So then he's going to have like these big old, like monstrous, crab claws and little not so crab claws. You know what I mean? Like big dumpy. Well, that's kind of stupid. He's going to have him go down and up because that's not, otherwise he just has like a hand, crab hand. That looks stupid. So how would I do that? How would I need to do that? That's the shoulder. Here's your bicep. Here would be that. And then yeah, we're going to skip that thing. He just looks now. That's cool. It's great. Good job. Give him like crab shell all over the place kind of deal. That's what we're going to end up doing here. So it's all kind of a crab shell thing actually going. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Yeah, but what does he look like? What's their face look like? Like will have again. He'll have like the same body shape and stuff as the bug guy does, except he's gonna have 6 legs or 4 legs. Because what I'll do is I'll make him 2 different body types, and I'll have him have 2 little crab. He'll just have little crab legs that come out. So his bottom half will actually be 2 different sections. His top half will be a different section, and his bottom half will come out and just have like these 2 little. Who the fuck is coming in my house right now? What are you doing outside? Why? And you got clothes in the bathroom that are wet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I took a bath with my clothes on.
What?
It was funny.
Nope, that's not funny. That's annoying because now there's wet clothes in the bathtub.
I'll take them out.
Yep. Yeah, like that. See? That's what I'm going to have him look like. And then we'll stick that on his bottom half. Now here's the question. I could make his bottom half rotatable, but that'd be pointless. Dad mode activated. Yeah, sometimes. I'm not going to make his bottom half rotatable because that wouldn't really even matter. So it'll just be glued on. No big deal. But that'll be cool. I really like that a lot. Yeah, I'm really liking these. These are going good. I'm digging this. It's already been 2 fucking hours. You see, I'm just kind of throwing ideas out there and kind of getting to some general ideas. I'm digging it though. What time is it? 8:51. Jesus, man. I should probably eat something. Cause see, I dig this. I like this big, bulky potato body. Like everything we've done so far has been potato body. Look at this. First guy, potato body. Bug guy, potato body. Crab guy, potato body. But those 3 I knew were going to be potato body. And Mr. Maggot's not potato body. He's just scary and creepy as fuck. Melty people, those the Blob Squad, aka the Goop Troop, those guys, those would be cool. That'll be cool looking. That'll look neat. It'll give him a crab kind of body, little crab legs. With that'll look good. That'll look good. What does a crab's face look like? Look at my butt nose. It's fucking weird. Anyway, what does a crab's face look like? Let me just look it up really quick. I'm gonna look up what the fuck does a crab's face look like. I'm gonna look up crab face. Yeah, I'm sure this is gonna go well. Images. Okay, what the fuck is going on with Yahoo right now? Like literally, I looked up. So there's nothing on images at all. I hate everything about you. You're retarded. Shut up. Okay, let's try something else. Stupid piece of garbage. Images. Crab face. Wow, crabs have stupid faces. None of that makes sense. None of that looks like it's going to be logical whatsoever to make into a figure. That is all stupid. Crap. Crap. Crab. So crabs' faces look like this. Are you ready for this? This is the stupidest shit you'll ever see in your life. You're not going to believe me. You're literally not going to believe me what a crab's face looks like. Okay, you ready for this? That's a crab's face. That's literally all the crab's faces. Yeah, sometimes they have kind of like a weird nosy thing right here. But that's literally every single crab's face. That is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. How am I supposed to do something with that? Okay, how about let's look up shrimp face. Shrimp face. Okay, those are stupid too. What are our options here? You know what? Cartoon crab face. Okay, those are all stupid. Those are all absolute crap and garbage. They're just the dumbest looking pieces of shit on the planet. Yeah. Crap. Crap. Ouch. Makes my head itchy. Man, I'm going to eat me a sandwich in a few. That's what I'm going to do. Goddamn sandwich sounds good. But first, crab face. Nope, still ain't got a good idea. Shit. Maybe just a teeth, make a teeth mouth? Yeah, but that'll come in too close to being like, what's that for? Bro, what is up? Help me come up with a good face for my crab monster action figure I'm going to make. Help me. But what, oh, you know what, a cicada. Those kind of have a crab. No, that's a Facebook. I'm already on Facebook. I don't need cicada. AKA, no, I don't need fucking Yahoo. They're garbage right now. Cicada. Cicada? Yeah, okay. Cicada face. What does a cicada look like? Okay. Yeah. That almost looks like a crab, but not as stupid. Okay, cicadas' faces look like this. I'll show you the comparison. They kind of have this thing going on right here like this. Kind of goes down like that. Right? And then on the sides, they kind of have these two big-ass eyeballs that kind of do this little number. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much about it. There's not much better to it, but it's almost like a crab face. I'm working this out. This is how this works. You come up with ideas, you bounce them around. You say, how could we make it almost a crab face? Can we do something with, like you said, teeth? Can we do kind of like teeth coming around like, oh, that's terrible. It just, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. That's not even teeth. Like, that looks like a bug. Okay, teeth? Crab face. Crab face. I'm going to change out my markers because that one's stupid and I don't like it. Is this one better? Is this one actually working? Yes, it does. Why is it slightly sticky? Now, if we needed, oh man, like, we might be able to just do some kind of weird mouth thing. Even so, we still have like the eyeballs, and they got to be like, whoa, look at us, we're super far apart. We're stupid looking. Okay, I like the eyeballs there. We're doing good. This is our crab man so far. I'm digging the crab man's eyes. Put them really far apart. That's fine. That's where crab eyeballs go. Fine. I'm okay with that. I don't like the big goofy ass crab eyeballs. Those are stupid. That's fine. However, the mouth. This is going to be crucial. Do I want to go with something like that looks like crazy, like somebody's butt cheeks that got cut in half and then stapled back together? No. I mean, maybe. Shit. Oh, I have a pencil right here. That's convenient. So if he was going to be like a regular crab, he'd have kind of this big, kind of like four-way mouthpiece right there. If he was a regular crab, he'd kind of have that going on. Admittedly, that's not that bad. But he's not scary. We want these to be like monsters too, you know? Fucking balls. Maybe I should put like dead people on him. Oh, maybe his fucking whole back should be a skull. He looks like a happy boy. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, dang it. You know? They're too like, hey, I'm a cartoon character. It's like, I want them to be like fucking evil, you know, like badass monsters that look good and are crazy cool looking. Not just like, I'm an action figure. I want people to look at it and go, that's a badass action figure. I want them to look at each one and go, that's badass. That's badass. That's badass. That's badass. That is a normal looking guy in the mix of all these badass guys, and I understand why he's there. That's badass. That's badass. That's what I want. So I'm thinking now, his carapace should be a giant skull. Because see, Mr. Maggot, scary and creepy and weird. The blob people, scary, creepy, weird. This little bug guy, he's not going to be scary, creepy, and weird. He'll be cute. Like the hermit cat, like a hermit crab in a skull. Yeah, exactly. And then him, he's just going to look angry. Can't really put much on him. But dude, yeah. I think I'm going to make him a skull. I think I'll make his back like a skull. His whole carapace be a giant skull. Yes. Yes. So from the side, he would look a lot like his little head. Well, his arms would actually kind of be in the way of his head. You wouldn't actually see his face really at all. And the back would kind of come down and go out. Yeah, kind of into like a skull. Yep, that looks good. And then we'll do something with the arm like that. And we'll give it kind of a carapace itself. Yeah, kind of like that. Only I don't know what to do with the rest of his body. Oh, yeah, his body will be like that. And then he'll have like 4 little legs that come out. Like, we got little legs that come out. Yeah. So, yeah, it's from the side will look something like that, which is a little ridiculous. And I mean, he'll need to have a little bit something in the front. But, yeah. Where's the zombie? Oh, that's a good idea. I could sneak that in there. But from the side, that's what it'll be. It'll be a big skull on the back. That's going to make that one really be pretty cool. But still, his face, brah. His face. How to make his face look mean as shit. How to make his face look mean as shit. You know? What does it come with? What do you mean? Like accessories? Because what I'm going to do is sometimes I'm thinking about doing a 4-pack. Does he really need a face? Voids are scary too. I mean, that's true, but I mean, how would you know he's a crab? I mean, obviously he's a crab. One question at a time. What I'm thinking about doing is a 4-pack of characters, right? 4-pack action figures. So 4 figures to battle it out with each other, and then 1 weapon per pack. The thing is only the characters who have like a balled up fist. I'm only going to have some of them have holes drilled through that can hold a weapon. So what kind of weapons are going to be a wide variety of things. I'm going to have like different kind of clubs and maces, and I'm thinking some kind of guns at some point. I just don't know what I want to build, because I'm going to be doing them all from scratch to make them look cool. So they'll kind of reflect the caricature also is what I'm thinking. But that is nothing I'm getting into. Maybe his face is the skull. Okay, you mean make him a skull face? Or his whole body is the skull? Or is his face? Because, I could make him have a skull face, which would be cool. Holy shit balls. Maybe I could have him wearing a peeled human face. Because I want things to be scary as fuck. I want it to be like, these are horrible monsters. Obviously it's artist choice. Obviously it's like things that would be pretty fucking scary. I do kind of like him being cute though. That's why I got the Beetle Man. The Beetle Man's fine. Okay, so what would I name him? Wow. Yes. Peeled face. Okay, well that answers that. So with that in mind, I was naming him the 4 crab. Huh. I'm just kidding, but yeah, because I can easily go like, have a face peeled off like that and be like like some kind of peeled face on there hanging off of this weird crab monster. People are like, sweet Jesus, what the fuck happened to that crab? Like, what did he do? He peeled somebody's face off like a goddamn with a can opener claw. And again, having them all with their arms detachable, at the seams, that will give them the ability, you could switch out arms. So, the crab guy, you could give him the mermaid man hands. The mermaid hand guys, you could give him the crab arms. But obviously, like the melted people, the blob people aren't going to have arms or anything like that. And Mr. Maggot wouldn't. And even the crab or the spider demon, spider demon thing, he would have his spider claw hands, which can theoretically be swapped, but you could give him like regular people arms. That'd be cool. All kinds of crazy shit. I think it'd work. I think it could work. Yeah. Okay. So I could make him with a peeled face on him. That would look cool. So we got Crab Guy, the Beetle Dude. These are all kind of huskier guys. What else can I come up with here? What else can we do? Now the Goop Troop, the Blob Squad, those are, I think, pretty fucking solid. Those are cool, man. We can put all kinds of cool shit in there. Like just stupid funny stuff too, but we got to come up with some funny ideas for some of it. I'll have to make like a sexy chick model, some dead sexy chick, obviously. She'll just be like, and then shove her in there. But here's the other thing. I had no intentions of painting any of these. This is going to be kind of a, give him multiple mutated pinchers. What do you mean? Like, give him like 6 arms? Or do you mean give multiple different versions of his arms. Because earlier I talked about having a alternative head to the Beetle Man, because I really like his cute little head, and I also like the underbite version. So I'm gonna do an alternate head version, a robot of 4. Well, yeah. Did you weren't here? I was just literally showing off the action figures of me, my little 4 action figures just a minute ago, bro. Like when I made me. Or don't zoom in. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, the me action figures that I built. That's what started all this a couple of years ago, but then I just never made the toy line out of my bandmates. You know, I never finished doing it. But now I'm like, you know what? I just need something. Thank you. And now I'm like, you know what? I need something to actually like progressively do with that. It's something I've always enjoyed, and I just want to do stuff with it. Man, fuck it. But the multiple mutated pinchers, go with me on this one, bro. A, he's going to have 6 legs. The 4 on the bottom. The 4 of them on the bottom. However, giving him a different set of arms might be a good idea. So, I'm going to say different sets of arms for you. I'm going to say different heads options. Multiple things in Goop. And this way we have alternatives to stuff. And that would be cool because some of them have like little mouth pinchers. All right, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking about for like his mouth? Or are you talking about for his hands? Give him walking stick thin, but strong mini G. Strong mini G. All right, guys, listen to me. I need you guys to start using your words properly. Remember, this is just typing. So, walking stick thin, but strong mani G. Kind of both. Okay. Well, little pincher arms for a mouth might be cool. I might work with that as an idea for a mouth instead of a peeled face. The peeled face is a cool concept, though. But if I had an eyeball, and then, you know, because we're going to have like this kind of mouth. That's not his mouth. That's like his chin area. Then we kind of had a little. It'd be like a little predator teeth. A little predator mouth. Ah! Maybe I could make it like a predator mouth. Yeah, you know what? If I did that, it might not look like a vagina in his mouth, like a vagina hole, because they did that with the predator, but I don't know. It just leaves too much with that nose area, you know? Like the bridge of the nose. Maybe. Crabs have large pinchers are for holding while they have mouth pinchers for shutting. Yeah. Is that a hermit crab? I don't know what fucking kind of crab it is. What am I, a crabologist, bro? Is that a hermit crab? Sure. Why not? Yes. Yes, it is. Dude, I really don't know. It's just a crab, dude. It's a crab man. That's what it is. Does that look like a hermit crab? It looks like a man crab. The man crab. So, dude, you're a genius for coming up with ideas for names. Listen, Sean. So, originally, for names, I was going to call it Muscle Men. No, I wasn't, because that's already a thing. I was just using this as an example earlier of some of these guys. Right? Hermit crabs use a seashell. Listen to me, man. I don't need no science. We're talking about making little action figures of demonic as fuck creatures and monsters. I don't think they play by the rules of physics and science and crabology and whatever the fuck other scientific things there are. I think I'm good to have a little bit of a. Now that crab uses obviously a human skull shape shell, and that's actually kind of where we came up with it earlier. We were talking about the crab that used a human skull as a shell. That's why I was like, fuck, I'm gonna make the whole back end like a big skull because that'd look creepy and cool. And then peeled human face makes sense, to kind of go over that. So maybe if I can work with the mouth a little bit, I might do that. But oh no, Muscle is not a ripoff of the old toys from Japan. Get this, Bandai actually owned Muscle or whatever from Japan, and so they're actually a toy from Japan originally, and then America Hasbro bought it to licensing for America's release is what it was. And in Japan they're called Kenkishi. But yes, I know the cans and stuff, and they released in America about the exact same way. And actually, they still have them running. They still have them going. They just canceled Series 12, literally like this year. Just a couple 3 months ago, they had Series 12 coming out, if I'm not mistaken, of like the gold and platinum editions or some shit like that. But yes, Bandai, I guess, I think it was Hasbro that got the rights or whatever to release them in America. But some shit like that. But no, they're the same ones. They're not a ripoff from the Japan. They're the same guys. It's just they had to have the American release version of it. Because back then, I guess, can't people from America won't have Japanese toys. They won't, whatever. You know what I mean? And they sold them in 4-packs, and then they had the cans, and the cans were like the little crap. The trash cans were, I think, 10 characters, if I'm not mistaken. It was like 10 characters in a trash can, and then they had the big boxes that was like 20 of them or something like that, and those were also the colored ones, and they had them in multicolors. I had all kinds of varieties of them, but they still do them today. And they have them, actually now they're called, they also released them as, not Extreme Muscle. Is it Extreme Muscle or Super Muscle now? It's, but anyway, they have a new, like, updated version where, like, they're released in, like, a 5-pack, and, like, a couple of them are fully painted now. And, it's weird. It's weird. So yeah, Muscle Men or Muscle. Yeah, they're still a huge thing, dude. And to collectors and stuff, they're a really big thing. Still a really big thing. So, yep. I still have a big bucket of them. I probably have a 120 of them in a bucket just right over there that I got, I've got right there. And like I said, I still have my Battle Beasts, and I still have my monsters in my pocket, right? I had a huge bag of monsters in my pocket. I had probably every single one of Series 1. And I swear to God, I gave them to my buddy Charles for some fucking reason. I don't understand why, because I love those things. Those were like, I love the colors. I loved just sitting and looking at them. I really thoroughly love those little figures. It's crazy. Anyway, but oh, Sean, the point I was making was names. So far, originally I was thinking MFers. Go with me on this one. Only so I could mimic the Muscle title originally. But the problem is, a lot of indie toy makers do that. A lot of guys who make the minifigures like Muscle Men and all that kind of stuff, they use the Muscle Man logo with different letters. I was trying to think of the one I saw today, as a matter of fact. It's like Scum is one of them, SCUM, and they all stand for something. But like I was telling them, there's a dude here in Oklahoma. I think his name's Eric Lee, and he created Okies, which is people from Oklahoma that are famous, and he uses that same style also. Now, granted, for nostalgia reasons, it's great. It catches on to people. People go, "Oh, I remember that. I love it." I was thinking maybe if I did use MFers, by the way, it was going to be monster fighters originally. That was my thought because I wanted to have like different gang factions and have monsters that could battle each other. So like it'd be cool. But I'm up for any kind of name, you know. A couple of the other ideas was like Mayhem Minions and Muscle Freaks, and that way the muscle could still be in there, I guess. I don't have any name set right now. MFers was only funny because for monsters, funny, but unfortunately nobody would understand that joke but like 5 people. So I do appreciate that, but it wouldn't work. It needs to be something eye-catching, memorable, and could play off nostalgia if need be. I was thinking of MFers if I used Monster Fighters or something that could potentially use the muscle logo. What I was thinking about doing was using different logos from different eras, like the Garbage Pail Kids logo, or the Monsters in My Pocket logo again, or Battle Beast logo, and just using the words, whatever title I finished on, using it in different fonts and different styles to mimic those, so people in their nostalgia would go, "Man, I remember that. It was great. I want to. Okay, yeah. Muscle Freaks. Yeah, that's what somebody else said. Like 2 different people said. So you just heard me say that a minute ago. That one might end up being the one that sticks because apparently everybody keeps repeating it. And I guess it's kind of catching on. So maybe that one will have to work. But that would only be MFS. How could I extend that? I like it. It pays homage to old school and less mutable. Right. And see, that's what I'm wanting to do is make something that I'm going to have it where the arms are just straight pegs, not pop in and out, because unfortunately, pop in and out with me using resin. I do want to eventually go to the Keshi rubber. I do want to make that a possibility at one point. Muscle mutants. I think that was actually an option. I'd have to go over there and look, but I actually think that was something somebody came up with also. But or no, somebody came up with, it was like, I think Chris said something about it had like 4 M's in it. It was like, I don't know. I don't mind the freaks. Muscle Freaks is fine. I'm trying to think of something that would have multiple letters if need be to go with that. I could just use it as really quick. I do want to go to this rubber eventually, so it has that nostalgic. It is what it is, but I don't know if the parts would be swappable at that point. And in order to go to that, you have to have a metal Monster Freak Fighter Squad, MFFs. I'm going to write that down too if I have room. And keep names coming if anybody has anything. Just again, I'm just kind of, as I say, spitballing or whatever. I'm just kind of trying to figure things out. So, and that's why I've got a couple of ideas of caricatures and whatnot. Because, like I said earlier, I showed it off. Like, I used one of my skulls that I've already made, but I'm working on my spider demon thing already. Just started working on him. I'm gonna put him together. But I used one of my skulls that I already made before. So going through this thesaurus, that's funny. But between that one, Mr. Maggot, which I'm gonna remodify, and those will be in the Nightmare gang. I can see the box art sort of a tribute to Rob Zombie of all sorts. No. See, that's the thing is, what I want to do is each series, like if I came out with like the first 4 or the first one of each gang, right, would be like series 1. So if I have like 8 different gangs, I'd come out with one character for each gang. That'd be series 1. And then I would have it like look like the muscles, like the Muscle Men logo, and that would come out like that. And I'd want to draw it or make the art look like that. And then if series 2 came out, I'd want it to look like Monsters in My Pocket or the Garbage Pail Kids or whatever. And then I'd make the art look like that. See what I mean? So I'd really want to play off the nostalgia, play off the 80s, play off that feeling, because it would be targeted more towards, my generation, people from that time, for the collectability factor. It'd be like, hey, look how fucking crazy these things are. But they kind of also have a tie from back then, because I was there too, guys. Use my people. You know what I mean? So, but granted, I mean, if it sucks, dude, because here's the problem, and this is the problem with the band stuff too, music. If you're original, nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody cares. But if you do cover songs, kind of like Masker TMNT, right? But if you do cover songs, everybody loves you. Everybody loves cover songs. Yeah, and Food Fighters, yes. Not true, my ass. Don't argue me this. You know what I'm talking about. It is true. It is too true. Okay. Cover bands make it huge. They get successful. Just listen to me. In like the local scene, bars and things, they get paid. Fuck your couch. They get paid. They get mad fat bank. You know what I mean? It's fact. Local bands that make original music get fucked over. They get used, abused, and tossed aside. Oh, you have, Slipknot's coming through town. Cool. Let's get this crazy band, or let's get 3 or 4 crazy bands. Cool. Yeah. You get shit on. It sucks. Whereas a cover band can literally go down here to this fucking bar 5 blocks from my house and make $400 to $500 tomorrow night. Not even kidding. Tomorrow night, there will be a band down there that will make at least $400 to $500. They're going to get paid playing Smoke on the Water for a bunch of drunk people who don't even remember the lyrics because they're so drunk. They're going to be down there playing a couple of 3 different hours for a couple of 3 hours. And they're going to get paid more money in one night. You know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck? The thing is people love what they know. That's fact. The reason why people do use the muscle logo, the reason why these guys are all doing this, and they have that, only it says like, scum, the SCUM or whatever, but it's done that same way, the same color, the same everything, is because it triggers in your brain memory. It reminds you of when you were a little kid. And it's actually a marketing ploy. No joke. It's a marketing ploy. And they may not know they're doing it for that reasons. If they're smart, they do. But it's a marketing ploy where it'll register in your brain. I remember that when I was a kid. I loved it when I'm a kid. I love it now. I want that to remind me, to bring back that feeling that I had of joy when I was a kid and I enjoyed that thing that I love that looks like. it reconnects you with your childhood memories of fondness of loving that thing. Even if it's not that thing, even if it just looks like that thing, it brings you back. It connects. It transports you back to that time, makes you feel good. Your endorphins start running. You want it. You want that thing. People love what they know. They're a lot more responsive to things they know. People that know they can sing along, that's funny. People who know they can sing along to a song are all into it. They're all into, even if they don't remember the lyrics because they're too drunk, they'll still mumble along and sway along. And, I love this song. And they all do it together. A huge crowd of people will be doing it. It's insane. But if they don't know the song because it's an original band, their first time hearing it, and you got a bar full of 30 people, they're just going to sit there and be like, yeah, give me another beer. They may nod, they may enjoy, they may listen, but they cannot interact. Their ability to connect, you know. Now, music and figures are completely different, are vastly different. I'm true, but I'm just kind of using that as, you know, a similarity, because again, using muscle, not Mr. Maggot, using muscle as an example is like a cover song. When you use the thing that looks familiar, use something that sounds familiar, people love it because they know it, because they can connect to it. I listened to this song when me and my ex broke up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, blah blah blah. You know, whatever. But your toys from your past, you loved, you connected. You're like, oh man, I remember that. I had that when I was a kid. Oh, I lost it to my older brother. He fuck that asshole. I'm gonna get me a new one. Boom. You know, yep, we did 800 a night for covers and 2 originals a night, and nowadays originals are most like gas money. And that's just the thing. And I'm not saying like, I'm saying if I went with all original design work and all original everything like that, I'm afraid I would get overlooked. And I really believe that a lot of these other indie toy creators do that same thing. Because there's a huge indie toy creating kind of like new wave coming through. It's become like a big thing, and so I might be in a good place right now. I might actually catch on to this wave, and who knows? They might give a fuck about me. Cool, but nostalgia sells totally. It does. It does nowadays. Like that's why there a lot of everything's going retro. Everything's like, oh, remember back in the day? Oh, retro, and all these new kids are like, remember back in the day? I don't, but I want to because I hear it was great. It was, kid. It was, but that's just the thing is, I think a lot of the indie artists, a lot of these indie toy makers was like, man, I don't want to be overlooked. I don't want to be tossed aside because I can kind of ride these coattails of something else before, and people will go, oh, I remember that. Pepperidge Farm remembers. So I think that's kind of where it comes from. And I understand marketing. I'm not an idiot. I do understand marketing. And so I'm kind of 100% most indie toy makers are focusing on nostalgic looks. They are. What is that? Is it Relogic Toys or whatever that one whatever toys? And they made all their toys like $20 for a single toy that is like 3 inches and it articulates like, and it looks like the old like they're terrible. They look terrible. What is up, Dredge? Fuck you. And but they look terrible. What toys are nostalgic for you guys? Asking for in chat. First of all, Dredge, you're next up on being something. But remember Splat Balls? Nope. I don't remember Splat Balls. What the fuck is Splat? Are they like just balls that you splat? Because that makes sense. But oh, fucking balls. Oh, fucking splat balls. And the Spawn action figures, dude, you know, McFarlane's still around doing stuff. In fact, he just released, they're currently releasing the Warhammer 40K, some figures there. And if the joints don't break immediately, like they did every fucking time on McFarlane toys, because their quality control is less than good. If they didn't do that, yeah. Are you thinking of Mad Balls? Dude, Mad Balls, yeah. Ironically, check this out. My daughter found, I shit you not, speaking of Mad Balls, isn't that some irony, bro? My daughter found this, an original 1985. Right there's the date. 1985, and really, whatever. An original Hornhead, original that she found on the fucking road when we were just walking the other night. Now, granted, his horn's gone. What's funny is I have him at my grandma's house still. I have a mine from when I was a kid, so in much better condition than this. I think, I mean, I still have my horn. I think he's got a couple little, nicks, but nah, he's in much better condition. But yeah, that's ironic, bro. That's ironic that you just mentioned that, and I just happen to have it sitting right there. So, and Boglins, bro. No, Boglins just came out. They just re-released Boglins. The creator released, I think, 5 new ones, and re-released those just like last year, and they sold out like instantly, dude. There's a guy on Instagram that does turtle mashups like Beetlejuice, Ninja Turtles, etc., RoboCop turtle, or Freddy sculpt packages 80s, 90s turtles. I probably follow him. Creepy collars. I remember the eyeball. Making my own bug gummies. I'm sure you are. You're so out of shit these days, dude. It's not. People aren't really like huge toy collectors necessarily. There's like a whole scene for it, and I'm not like a huge toy collector. I just like stupid shit sometimes. I'm like, oh, I remember that. I love that. Yeah, actually, I say I'm not a huge toy collector, but I got my stuff. I got my stuff. And yeah, creepy crawlers, bro. Like, I think, it was the weirdest thing because I never had a creepy crawlers thing, and for the longest time until my mom's ex-husband, one of a few. He tried to buy my love all the time, even though he hated me. I don't understand what the fuck that was about, but he got me a creepy crawlers lab. And I was like, I don't even really care about creepy crawlers anymore. Like, maybe when I was a kid, I was like, oh, that looks cool. And then I grew the fuck up, and I'm like, I'm a teenager. I don't really need creepy crawlers, and whatever. And then he was like, oh, here's a creepy crawlers lab. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Bisex? You mean butt sex, Dredge? Dredge, have you been eating your gummies? Yeah. Damn, back in my day, we played with the real things. I used to be a huge collector. Actually, like, again, with toys and stuff, man, like, I just have my Godzillas. I need the Bandai Orga. I need Bandai Orga, and I also need Batra. And I think that finishes out my collection. But Orga goes for like fucking hundreds. And Bob Ross making toys like Santa, but Krampus, you're onto something. Oh, Krampus is going to be on here. God damn it, right now. Oh, Krampus, man, that's going to be a hard one because he's usually like a goat demon thing with horns, but I don't know how to do the horns and get away with that. You know what? The new Krampus movie that they just released, what, it's been what, like 2016 now or something, maybe? No, it hasn't been that long, has it? 2018? Shit biscuits. Anyway, the Krampus movie they just released a while back was fucking amazing. The Krampus on it was just pure fucking amazing. Goddamn, beautiful Krampus. Your cartoon you made? Yeah, except for, again, the horns and things are a little bit hard. Like, I don't know how I'd want to do that. Like, Well, thanks. Mine is not better. That thing was evil. Fuck. All right. How would I do a Krampus that would be standable action figure wise? That would work. And Dredge, do you remember when I made me? Do you remember the little me action figures? Because Orga is 85 to 130 on eBay. Really? You found one on eBay for that cheap? That's impressive. No, is it the Bandai? It should be from 2000 and I don't remember the release. 2001 was the release. It's a you never saw the little me version, the little me's like that? I made the little me action figures. Oh shit. What? You never saw me? The little me action figures, they all move and stuff. Yeah, you did. You saw these. God damn it. I wish. There we go. Nothing? Nope. Really? Oh, it's in 1999. I swear it was 2001, but I'm not thinking straight right now. Yes, Dredge. I made little me's. And I never finished the God and Machine line of miniature action figures. I never finished us. Oh, you want one? That's cute. Yeah, that's cute, Dredge. Yeah, no, I was gonna make all of us. And yes, it's from Godzilla 2000. I do know when it's from. That's why I was like, I don't think it was released in 99. Technically, the movie was released before 2000, but it was released in America, and then they named it 2000. But yes, Dredge, I was gonna make the whole band, and I never talked to you, my ass. You never talked to me. We're terrible. We're terrible. We need to get together again soon. But you know, you did make me. No, I did not make you. You were next on the list. Actually, I started to make you. I don't know where your design's at. That's the weird part. Hang on a minute. Because I have my design right here. My original design. But then I had another. Oh my God, I peeked in my own mouth. I am going to go ahead and make the rest of the band. Like I said, I'm going to make the band as one of the gang affiliations in this. So it'll be funny because you're going to have all these weird monsters like the seamen, monsters, and then, robot zombies from space and all this crazy shit. And then you're going to have all of a sudden like, a little Dredge. Some plain weird freak show figures. I could do it. I don't know how. I actually made ironically, I bet I could use it for this too. I bet I could, because Jake isn't going to give a shit. I'll be like, Jake, I'm going to use your giant anal worms for this idea I've got for fighting. So, because he made the movie Tapeworms, which he's about to release Tapeworms. But I made him some little figures coming out of intestines, and it's a tapeworm, and it literally looks like a dick. Looks like a dick and balls. Originally, it was going to be two ass cheeks, and the tapeworm coming out of the ass cheeks, so it blatantly looked like a dick and balls. But I kind of went back on that because I was like, I want it to be kind of obvious, but not too obvious. I want it to be where you could be like, hey, kids, here's a tapeworm figure. And the kids go, I think that's a penis. And the parents be like, no, don't be perverts. It's really a penis. Yeah, I totally snuck that in there. But I'm going to use your anal worms for fighting. You see what I mean, right? Oh, yeah. Make a Siamese bearded lady. Maybe, I might. But legitimately, man, it's going on 2:44. Holy shit. Like almost 3 hours now. I'm just letting it ride, bro. Letting it ride now. But here's the thing. Yeah, if I was gonna make a little Dredge figure. Dredge, do you still have your face, bro? Please tell me you still have it. That's really important, by the way. Because I swear to God, man, if it and don't fuck with me, just I need you to be honest. Do you still have it? Thank you. Because I was like, oh fuck, you know. And whatever happened to our flags? Like, do you still have those? Because I know your grandma, he is faceless. You gotta understand, bro. My faces that I create, very, very special things to me. Yes, you have. You see, those are very special to me though. But Dredge's face, when we were talking about Dredge and his name and all this other stuff, it just kind of was like I put his dreadlocks on it, and it just it was Dredge. It just really worked. So, and I just want to make sure he still had it. So that's all. So as far as it goes, the thing about it is oh, I remember your character. Like, yeah, I don't remember where it's at, but yeah, it was hilarious because it was your face. So you're basically you, which, I don't know, let me just kind of doodle it out for a second. You're just like this, skull-headed head guy with teeth. Kind of all but you were kind of this like skull-headed dude, right? Of course. But what made it funny was you were in, and of course you had dreadlocks. Duh. Just sent you a picture in Messenger. Okay, and nostalgia. But yes, but the key thing is as much as you were like, here's your head, and your dreadlocks were like, oh, a dreadlock. And they were going to kind of come down around your face. Because keep in mind, this is all going to be one mold. So your dreadlocks are just going to be all over your head. Ouch, my arm's getting tired. Anyway. But the key thing that made you funny was you had like my original plan was to have you have like a your shirt, and it was going to come out like this, and then you were going to have a short sleeve shirt with like a name tag on, so it looked like you worked at like a whatever store, and you're just going to have like regular arms, like regular people arms. No biggie. And then your shirt was going to come down and be just basically a button-up shirt, so you're just going to look all demonic, and you feel like Rose onto a Titanic. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. And then you're going to have a pair of shorts. Like, pretty much that was it. And you're just going to be like this little dude with your little sneaker shoes on, and like that's pretty much about it. You're just gonna be like this little guy with sneaker shoes and that was about it. Boop, boop. But I was gonna give you like a guitar, but you're basically gonna be like this weird zombie-headed looking dude with dreadlocks that went down around you and on your back and all over the place. And then you're just going to look all crazy. And then I was going to give you like a guitar. I didn't know if I could. how I was gonna give you the guitar. I didn't know if I wanted to put it like in just like a hand and have the guitar. You have ET arms. The shorts are gay. I know that's why I was gonna give you the gay shorts. But and I was gonna give you like legs that short originally, but now I'm gonna give you short legs. But yeah, that was gonna be you. It's like that, just like this weird skull-headed dude. Because that's how you dress on stage, bro. Look it up. Look up your pictures, man. You know, you always wore like cargo shorts and just like a shirt. Make your arms the guitar. How the fuck am I supposed to do that? How the fuck? Well, I mean, you have like a head for a hand, maybe, but like then the other side, you're gonna have like a giant bulbous guitar hand. I don't know about that. That might look silly, but yeah, I was gonna make you look like that. Again, not those legs originally, because originally you were gonna have regular, like my legs, like they were gonna be like that length originally, and they probably still would be. But Dredge Simpson, but Dickie shorts and a work shirt. Exactly, bro. That's how you always looked. So one arm would be the neck and the other be the body. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like it would look, you'd look kind of like you had a pregnant bag of bees on your arm, mm, mm, with strings on it. But yeah, I highly consider doing that one. The fret with the strings for arms, maybe. Yeah, that's what he was saying. But don't think you're not going to be a little character, because now you are. And I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but now you're in the chat, so I guess it kind of happens to work that way. That's supposed to go much cooler. Watch. So now, I guess that's how it's going to work. And silly you. It's okay. It's okay. So you can have a little you and a little me. But I'll probably give you regular size legs. Don't worry. Maybe. Maybe just have your shorts way down really low and your legs are really up here. You're fine. You're fine, bro. You're fine. Or you don't have knees. That's what it is. You lost your knees. Or you don't have feet and those are your knees, just covering. It'll be all right. And they can fudge. Your knees can fudge? Or, well, I got lost. So anyway, Mexican dredge? What are you talking about? I'll give you a little sombrero. I don't know what you're saying anymore, bro. I'm crying. You two gay wads melt my heart in a happy word. Our figures can fudge. What does Mexican dredge have anything to do with? Oh, what? Because the way you're dressed, because your shorts are really low. I could give you with one button, just one button, bro, and do that. I could do that. Do you want me to do that? Because I'll do that. But so far, you make me look like a Mexican dredge. So you're saying Mexicans have ET arms, man? Is that what you're saying, bro? I don't know if that's racist or not. Oh, yeah, I would have to put tall socks on him. All right, Dredge, you're getting tall socks. You're going to be a little Mexican Dredge. Won't make any sense. People are going to be like, dude, I didn't know Dredge was a Mexican. I'm like, I didn't either, but apparently he is. He was really upset about me not making him a Mexican. He's like, dude, you better make me a Mexican. I'm like, okay, I will. That works at Best Buy. Dude, I know. But that's the funny part, bro. Because you always have like the Dickie shirts and stuff. And just like, you're just expecting your name tag. And like, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So you're totally going to have a name tag. It'd be hilarious. But I thought that would be great because people would be like, Dredge, who's that? I know your kids are Mexican. One day they'll work at Best Buy, or they might sit out at the curb and wait for somebody to pull up and say, hey, you guys looking for work, while they're at Best Buy. Whatever. I'm just saying. I hear that happens. I'm just saying. Just saying. Got to watch out. So drove straight from work to shows. Yeah, I know you did. And that's fine. I highly appreciated that dedication, by the way. I did. And that's, again, fine, bro. They're Mexican. They aren't going to work. Hey, see, I didn't say nothing like that. You said that. My point being is, Dredge, is, yep, I will make you eventually. But what I'm doing right now is just kind of coming up with some ideas. Again, ideas for names. Oh, for the whole thing, you know, Muscle Freaks keeps coming up. I might work with that. And this is just something I'm going to work on over a period of time. I'm not going to be like crushing my brain. I got too much other stuff to do. But it's just something I want to eventually kind of have to do. I got so many creative ideas. I just want to get all of them done at some point and be like, I did that. Cholo Dredge. I don't know. I don't know enough about Mexican culture to make fun of Dredge in Mexican. So I could have said Cholo Dredge. I know that word, but like, yep, no clue. Womp womp. But I think I'm out of ideas. I got some pretty good ones. Just kind of talking to everybody. Thanks. But it's been 3 hours and I need to eat something. So I think I'm going to get off here in a second. Too bad you guys joined in really fucking late. Appreciate it though. Probably would have been a lot funnier earlier on, but I probably wouldn't have gotten nearly as much accomplished, because I did come up with some pretty good stuff. If you want plain weird freak show stuff, man, I could involve. That's just the thing. I have like space to make some cool stuff as long as, I have Chinaman Dredge. Where does that even come from? I started really fucking early. Not really. 3 hours ago was like 7 o'clock. That's not really fucking early. That's like really fucking normal. But somebody suggest never mind. I'll talk about that later because I'm gonna do this again at some point to just kind of keep bouncing ideas. I think I'll get to work on a couple of things. Dude, now you're just going all over the world. You're just like, I'm gonna go to every continent, dredge figures from around the world. But I think it will be cool. I will do some cool packaging ideas. I don't know if I should go with original designs or if I should bank off nostalgia. Erica, you made me go and second guess myself. Fuck you. Because damn it, I know nostalgia will sell. I know nostalgia. I don't know how you say it. I know it will sell. I know it will get people to go, I loved that when I was a kid. I'll love that now. I understand marketing to that point. I get it. I also love the look of nostalgic stuff. I love the 80s style, the throwbacks. I love that kind of thing when people do that kind of stuff. It is oversaturated right now. French Canadian Dredge, Jesus Christ. But at the same time, doing an original design would be cool. The only other dilemma, I'm sorry, it feels like that always happens. It does. It is not bad, Eric. I'm not mad at you at all. Challenging thought process is good because it makes me try to make the best decision possible. If I have to ISIS Dredge, Jesus Christ, dude, you're going to get me like tagged now. Foot Clan Dredge. Oh, see, that's the other thing. I am going to make as one of these characters, something's going to be a Ninja Turtle, a turtle style, because I want to go, and again, like I want to do like a Freddy Krueger looking character, Jason looking character, all those kind of characters as well, but I cannot have it abortion. I should make a giant aborted fetus character because that's fucked up, and people would go, dude, that's fucked up. Fuck you, man. And I'd be like, what? I should just name him Stem Cell. Yeah. All right, let me write that down. Stem Cell. All right. So I'll put him in the Nightmare Gang because, that's pretty fucked up. The original Ninja Turtle figure design had tails because turtles have tails, but it looked like a wiener. Yeah, tails don't look like wieners unless they're coming out the front of you, and then they're not a tail. They're a wiener, sir. Dredge Cell. Armored dildo. Armadillo. I know what you're going for, the armored dildo. But yeah, man, I'm thinking now. Some fucked up shit, but I am thinking now. Yeah. And also, Dredge, did you pay attention to my monkey paw? Oh, I'm so proud of my monkey paw. Look at that guy. Oh. Focus. Ah, there we go. Look at that bad boy. Like the fingernails on it. Oh, god damn it. I don't know where my camera goes. Yeah, like my fingernails on it and everything, bro. Oh, I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty proud of it, the way it came out. It has bones and like tendons and everything. Pretty happy with it, thanks. Yeah, well, I'm selling those like motherfuckers, so sorry. I mean we could talk, but it's dude, I hand carved, modeled the bones. Go with me on this one. Well, it makes you think of the Monkey Paw Simpson episode. You know the Monkey Paw's a thing before the Simpsons, right? Like it's an old school legend. But these are some legit, like, dude, these are some hardcore motherfucking things too. What I did was I hand carved the bones. Actually, I have some right here that I casted. So what I did was I hand carved the bones, and then I cast them in my resin like this, right? So they're all individually like this. Then I carved down because like each part has like the resin residue. So then I have to break all that off. I literally take my razor blades and I hand go through all of it, cut off the little bits here like that, and then I cut through. I hand carve it all out like that again. So that way that stuff's gone now, and it kind of gives you the curvature of the bone. Anyway, but then I drill a little hole, clip a little piece of wire, put them together, bend it, put it in place so it bends it like the actual fingers are kind of bent. And see, some of them, this one's not done, but some of them I have actually created with the fingers down and stuff. But in this one, actually, you can see like the bone inside better, things like that. But I hand make all the bones. Well, I don't hand make. I cast them. Then it doesn't matter. I did hand carve them, make them, cast them, put them together, bend it, make them all like that. Yes, you can buy them straight from me rather than the Etsy bullshit because they fucking raped me. And then I put the skin on them, paint them all down, put the hair on them, wrap them, do the whole 9 yards and shit. It's been an undertaking. I have 7 of them right now, I think. Not including this one. This one's mine. This is gonna be my show, my sales floor version. Setting up a vendor place is not that easy. Like rearview mirror paw. That's what I'm thinking is to hang on the rearview mirror. Now, here's the only problem. I don't know how well that'll handle in the sun. Now, the materials I'm using for skinning it and all that stuff there, that's all sun. That'll handle in the sun just fine. Like the overall paint job and stuff should handle up just fine. I think it would all be sunproof. Everything on it should be just fine in the sun. I don't use any kind of glue here. It's a slip knot, or it's not a slip knot. It's a I forgot what kind of knot it's called that I use to pull the string through and stuff like that to hang it. So it's made to, and this is actually a shorter string than normal, but when I put these on display, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put them in a box on display. I'm not sure how I want to do it yet. So, but anyway, do pop-up sales. A clear UV protection coat. Well, like a UV protection coat specifically. I did seal them. I'll have to check and see if my sealant is UV protective. Because I don't know if it is. And if it isn't, well, then that does make sense. Leprosy dredge. Stepdad dredge. You guys are still going. Pop-up sales, though, is interesting, but the bad part is for what I'm doing, it's kind of limited because a lot of people will run me the fuck off. If I showed up outside of Walmart, and I said, hey, there's some Girl Scout cookies over there, or monkey paws over here, pretty sure the police would be, knocking at my table anytime, pop-up dredge, Jesus. But aside from those, actually, I also have, go with me on this one. Check this out. No, chainsaw, it's me, you dildo. I also made little baby monkey paw, hand carved these little guys also and they're my resin cast ones. And they're just for necklace purposes. These little guys are just made necklaces. You know what I mean? Kind of like rabbit foot necklaces. And then I also did human finger bones. But I've also got, my human finger bones chained together. These are not released yet. So I haven't gotten these ones released yet on anything. These are just kind of new. And waiting. But put those back up there. Show you guys my bald head. Trench coat flasher dredge. Now that's normal. That's not anything new. Not you can see them have a warehouse and hire us freaks as little monkey helpers in the land of lost freaks. That'd be great. But we live in America where they hate people like me, and they go, Girl Scouts are amazing. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get off here. It's been fun. Been 3 hours and 6 minutes, but it's been a blast, guys. I highly appreciate all the great input, ideas, and thoughts because it's really helped me a lot. And dildo dredge is also nothing new. That's pretty common for you. But I've got a lot of ideas. I definitely am going to do this again. I'm going to have to sit down and kind of start working on some of these and see what I can come up with. And, but now I'm going to go eat. So I'm going to say goodbye to my YouTube. Bye. Thanks a lot, man, for sticking with me. I'll see you. And then, what the fuck? Get off there.